cooking with gas.
Okay, should be all good.
Yep, I can start everything up else now.
Okay. Yeah, let me know when the recording's going.
Oh, that's going. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, cool. So it's
So I
already
can
been
start
going.
everything else up.
Awesome. Well, welcome
Oh.
to... Yeah, let's get the yawns out of the way in the intro. Anybody?
It's not my fault you're boring.
And with that, welcome
It
to...
now.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jack, come on. Welcome to the Star Trek Adventures game, the USS Guan Yu, where the crew of the Guan Yu have been going through a little bit of an ordeal.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Last we left off, the crew of the USS Guan Yu staged a jailbreak in a wild set of circumstances. Fled from their containment, battled a few uncanny Jemadar soldiers, gassed the entire ops department on the ship in a crazy roll that ended in a wah 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 from me.
I think that was my favorite part of the night.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Today, and almost forgot, and running through the docking ring, going to the nearest ship that they could possibly find that was docked of the two ships, was one aged Klingon bird of prey. Upon meeting a apparent crew person on board this Klingon bird of prey, they met a new soul, Sog Rokel, son of Rock. Sog Rokel, faced with a situation where a couple of people wanted to get on his ship, graciously allowed his Federation brethren onto the ship. And we left the session with, right off at the base of walking in to this Klingon bird of prey. For everybody's knowledge, a couple of things to preface before we start. This is, once again, a 4-threat game. Given the fact that there are 5 of you here, that leaves me with 20 threat to start. Now, I'm going to say this so that the recording can hear it. I have never been less certain of a PC victory than I have been right now. Attempting this sort of escape mission is so dangerous, and you are about to see why. Now, as you storm through this partially broken, under repair Burrell-class bird of prey, a smaller ship than even the USS Guan Yu, which in and of itself is a pretty small ship. You're running through as quickly as possible, not seeing any other Klingons on board the vessel, as Sog Rokel leads you to the front of the ship, where, steaming through the red-lit corridors and haze and a smell of old and deep sweat and body odor and raw meat in some places, we come to the bridge of the IK, and you see, as you all make your way, eventually, there you all are. As you all make your way into the entry area of the IKS Norg. You see it on the masthead as this door is currently shut, and when Sog Rokel walks to it, the door opens. And you see
Isn't Mitchell with us?
Mitchell is with you. Let me grab her. size her token appropriately.
She's tiny.
And did I mess with opacity? Yes, I did.
No, he's bigger.
And boop, boop. Okay. Oh no, everything's fine. Okay.
Rotated.
Yeah, I learned how to do that today. So
Turns 90 degrees in the air and hovers.
whoa. As the door opens and you all walk into, for some of you, your first Klingon bridge. Point out a couple of things. You see, here in the middle is the captain's chair. Ornamental, sort of spiky backside of the chair. And you see a couple of stations. To identify those stations for you, this one here is the con station.
Mm-hmm.
This one here is science. Where Ensign Woodyard currently stands appears to be an internal systems station. As you sort of walk past, you guys see the Klingon interfaces. With the little bit of Klingon that you understand, you get sort of engineering vibes from it. You see right here, it appears to be a tactical station. You see shield controls, cloak controls, and most of all, weapons controls in the middle. These are auxiliary stations towards the stations I just mentioned. So this is auxiliary internal systems, auxiliary tactical.
Okay.
Is
All right.
there anyone
Kelly,
in the
get down to
bridge?
engineering. Make sure this bird can fly. Mitchell, get on con. Ensign Woodyard, I need you on science station. And Lieutenant, or rather, Sog, Rokel. I assume are you a tactical officer or
Chief of Security.
chief of security? Can you shoot the guns?
The disruptors, yes, I can.
Okay, will you please get on tactical, please? Thank you.
May I make a suggestion, Captain?
And
Out of character, real quick, is there anyone else on board? Is there any other Klingons on board?
You haven't seen any other Klingons. What you
I mean,
know...
my character would know that, though.
Yeah, so Sog Raquel... So what you would know is this ship, it's a pretty small ship. You had been stationed on there not very long, and its crew complement was around 25. Most of those are enlisted people who are just sort of in the sort of builder or working class, and a couple of the officers, of which you are one. You know that most of the officers and the other personnel on board had been making their way into the station when you docked about a day ago.
Okay. All right then. So I know that there's no one on board then currently.
As of your knowledge, no one should be on board.
sorry, just moving to the spot.
Commander, if that's right, that's your rank.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not
What
too
is it?
familiar. I'm not too familiar with Starfleet.
Commander
rank.
Kestra Hagen, MD.
Thank you. Pleasure. But the rest of the crew is currently on board the station.
Then they are compromised. We need to leave now.
May I make a suggestion?
Certainly.
Right now, we need two things: cloak and distance. If we don't get distance, the cloak will not save us.
Correct. Lieutenant Mitchell, get us out of here.
Aye, sir. And Lieutenant Mitchell sits down and looks. Her hands sort of floating over the station, sort of trying to make sense of them. Okay, it looks like the engines need to be spooled up. I don't have any thruster capability here.
I'm on it.
Okay, and where's Kelly going?
Engineering to spool up the engines and affect as much repairs as she can in what time she has.
Okay.
And
This door, yeah.
sorry, Ensign Reese is looking at the tactical station, and then forlornly looked over at Sorgro Cal. I'm going with Kelly.
Good
All
plan.
right.
He just says to you, "Careful where you go." There might
Don't act like
be
being with me is such a chore. Besides, Klingon replicators make the best sour gummies.
All of the disruptors. Fine. Play with them later.
Kelly and Reese, this door opens and you see the long passageway through the neck that you guys came from. Kelly,
Close
give
the door
me-
behind us, to be clear.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this door opens. This door you guys want shut.
No. Well, I meant the door to the ship from the station. We closed that door.
Yeah, for sure. This isn't the whole ship. This is
Right.
one room. So
Okay.
this is the head of your ship. Down this way is that big, long sort of neck portion that doesn't really
Right.
have anything in it. And then to the rest of the ass end of the ship is through here.
stern,
Kelly,
you mean. Stern.
yeah,
Stern.
the ass end. So Kelly, go ahead and give me an insight con roll. Difficulty of 2.
Actually,
this is
the stern is the
fascinating.
front, stem is the back.
Do I have any relevant focuses?
You got any focuses on Klingon ships?
No.
Yep. Then this is going to be a no focus
She
roll.
was part of Starfleet intelligence, which would she was part of Starfleet intelligence, which would make her at least passingly familiar.
That is true. And she probably does speak Klingon.
Okay.
That and Reese would be familiar with the common layout of most Klingon Romulan ships, so on and so forth. Security and all that.
Yeah. I would
I-
let.
My character can probably assist them. Maybe give them a map or something.
From what I see, they stormed out the door and are going to the place. So unless you're going
Okay.
with them,
Okay, but
Doesn't
I
matter.
just had the mental image of a folded up brochure tour map being handed off to the pair of them. It's like, here, stop by the gift shop on your way to engineering.
yeah. So I would
Visit the historic Burrell.
I would allow Ensign Reese an assist. And Commander Kelly, I will allow you to have a focus of espionage for this at a complication increase.
So complication range 2.
So this
Okay.
is Insight Con difficulty 2.
You know what? Have a threat.
Sure.
So I'm going to use that to get an extra dice, and here we go. Hey!
There we go.
That
I'm
is-
helping.
Am I?
Yeah, Reese, you sort of you look
good.
down the big, long, sort of neck portion of the ship, and you realize, yeah, I've seen a lot of schematics, but being on a ship is a little bit different. Whereas Kelly, you sort of remember back on your early intelligence training days, you went through a sort of a holodeck experience where you sort of know where the engineering area is, and you know that it's down 2 decks and sort of further back, so you will have to separate yourself from the bridge quite a bit, and it's going to take you a sec to get there. It's a decent jog from here to where that is.
You know, we're really lucky this isn't a covort. Visually identical, but they're like 4 times the size.
Oh,
And
okay.
as you guys begin running, now what else would you guys like to do? Anything else on the bridge?
Yes. Ensign Woodyard, see if you can hack the systems. Just try and keep them occupied for as long as you can.
Aye, sir.
Mhm.
I'm gonna.
Or
well,
Woodyard
wait,
being
it's my
asked
turn.
to Kelly.
Ellie's busy. She's working with
Well,
what she's got.
whenever it's my turn, let me know. I'm gonna try and do like some kind of signal jamming and what's it
Scramble their
called?
doors. Just make their doors not respond.
Anything.
Okay, so let's take a look here. So yeah, so this is what I'm asking you. What would you like to do?
Boy, that would be great if I could shut off transporters. If I could make force fields in front of the boarding, because we're still docked, correct?
You are still docked. Yep. Mhm.
I would love to be able to block the docking ramp somehow, or access the docking ramp somehow. Again, and transporters would be great.
Okay.
Maybe even set up a virus or or recurring loop of information that makes their computer get the the swirling
Lockout.
lockout, or like the little swirling ring of death or whatever.
Bring it back. Yeah, Ensign Woodyard, your brain is sort of working double time because you realize from this station, you got a lot of options. I'm gonna ask you to pick one of those 14 options.
Okay, all right.
Um,
All right. First is going to be shut down the transporters. That's what I'm going to be first doing.
okay, so you are gonna attempt to shut down the DS Fortitude's transporters.
That's correct.
Okay. So this is going to be an extended task.
Yay.
Yeah. So this is going to be, as a matter of fact, this is actually a gated challenge. So what you're going to be doing is,
Can I assist?
how would you be assisting?
I'd go over to his station and just assist him with trying to shut down the transporters.
Okay. Yeah, you head over to the auxiliary station, and you guys see that's sort of looped in. As you see, Sogrel, as you see Woodyard, well, actually, you don't know this person's name. You see this small, sort of diminutive statured, young human. What would you like to do?
Well, okay, I'm trying to think here because this is my first time playing a KDF guy, so help me out a little bit here. All right.
Okay. So, my first step for you is to think about what you as a person think would help, and then I can help you make that make sense to your character.
Okay.
So what do you think in this situation would help? The answer could be, I'm just going to wait until I have something to shoot. That's absolutely valid. All I'm asking for is if you had anything else that you would like to do to assist the effort here.
Okay, he can probably assist with the force field idea.
Okay. Yes.
Because he's familiar with tactical systems, so that might come into play.
Yeah. So are you wanting to increase the security of your current ship, or are you trying to attempt to quote unquote hack DS Fortitude to try to bring up those shields?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
So are you trying to affect the shields on your ship or on DS Fortitude?
Like bringing up our shields to help stop the transporters as well as what Woodyard's doing.
Yeah, okay, and then their shields would be down basically, or up.
So,
all right, well, how would I affect their shields though?
so
Like
So
Good.
that's a really good question. So that would require you to sort of also, along with them, along with Woodyard and Hagen, you would need to either go back to the station and try to affect something on the station, or you could try to electronically interfere with their systems.
Okay. He will go ahead and try to first raise the ship's shields, and
Okay.
then maybe think about doing something with the station.
So you attempt to raise the shield. You see that due to the fact that you are still actively docked to the station, it's restricting you from turning on your own shields, as you are technically still within the shield perimeter of
Are
Deep Space Fortitude.
are we still physically docked? Like, can we undo the airlock? Like,
You
even
are
if we can't push away with thrusters.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Actually, let me rethink this, because our goal was to leave the ship, leave the station, and try to cloak
Yeah.
as soon as possible.
Mhm.
If we raise the shields, we're not going to be able to cloak. Actually, now that I'm thinking about that now,
That's
'cause
true.
yeah. So actually, I'm not going to raise the shields. Instead, I'm going to instead try to affect the starbase's systems, maybe, because if we were to raise the shields, we're not gonna be able to cloak, and that it might raise suspicions on their end. Okay.
I think. Okay. Yeah. So you're trying to affect their systems then.
Yeah.
I would certainly allow you to assist with what Woodyard and Hagen are doing, or you can start your own sort of effort if you'd like.
Can I maybe affect their weapon systems?
Affect their weapon system. Okay. Yeah.
Because
You know. Mhm.
because DS-42 is armed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Heavily. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right. So we don't want them shooting us before we're able to leave anyway. So
Yeah. So for sure. So you can certainly try to, if you want to sort of go with that hacking idea, you can. Again, it's going to be a separate gated challenge from what Woodyard and Hagen are going to do. But what's actually good about that is once they get in, your ship will have some sort of access to their systems, so that once you're already sort of once you're sort of past their security systems, you'll be able to do other stuff in their system as well.
Let me check something about Natural Coordinator.
Okay.
Yep. No. Yep. That's exactly how I thought it worked.
So I'm gonna interpret that then, Rokel, as with this role that Woodyard and Hagen have coming up, I'm gonna allow you to assist on that to sort of help with this, because you guys are sort of going towards the same goal. Then when they're trying to affect the transporters, or I think that's what you guys were trying to affect, you can go and try to affect their weapons. How does that
Okay.
sound?
okay.
Okay, cool. So awesome, Ensign Woodyard. So this is Ensign Woodyard is going to be leading this then.
Right on. Let's do this.
Yeah, awesome. So go ahead and give me. Ooh, and you guys do have a lasting advantage. Kelly did put in a back door. However, you still need to successfully connect to the station systems in order to have that backdoor assist you. So, go ahead and give me, Ensign Woodyard, give me a control engineering roll. It would normally be difficulty 4, but I'm reducing it by 1 to difficulty 3.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use momentum, guys.
Go right ahead.
I'm using
I'm
the.
saving that for later.
I'm using the all 3 momentum to get 2 extra die.
3 momentum to get 2 extra dice. Sounds good.
And also, I want to make sure that using my technical expertise, Whenever you attempt a task assisted by the ship's computers or sensors, you may re-roll a d20. Want to make sure that's in effect.
So this would be assisted by the ship's computers. Now with that, I get to give you guys access to the ship's stat sheet. So would everybody
Nice.
please go into the ships and shuttles tab and take a look at your beautiful, wonderful Burrell class bird of prey.
What is battle weary?
That is a negative trait that I've assigned your ship.
That's
Uh,
terrible. Oh my god.
So this
We're gonna
beautiful IKS Norg is a Burrell class bird of prey, as you can see. So Titan, you're sort of bringing this up on systems because you're like, okay, yeah, I want the ship's computers to actually help me with this and not have me do everything manually. You look. Did you by chance take a look at the computer score for the ship that you're on?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah. So you go in. These systems that you're entering into, sort of the directory systems on board, are decades old. They are so old. These are probably leftover from when this Braille class was originally built. Like, these are 60-year-old computer systems that you're interacting with. It would be like right now if you were to attempt to do something in Windows 95. Like that's the level we're talking. You're looking at this like, oh my god. You see a bunch of pop-ups that say firmware update needed, firmware update needed, firmware update needed in Klingon. And
It just says the words in Klingon afterwards.
This is, yeah, it is very, very difficult to do really anything. This is
Please
going,
install
and then
the Klingon language pack.
yeah, truly. To take a look at your talents, please, you see that you guys do, congratulations, have the ablative armor talent. However, it is partially depleted.
I will take any increase in resistance that we can get.
So this partially depleted ablative armor works the same as ablative armor. However, you sort of look at the exterior. You sort of look at the exterior cameras. This armor is batted all to hell. There's stuff hanging off of it. It's an ugly ship. Normally, it would increase resistance by 2. However, since it was in the process of being repaired and like fixed and put back to the way it was, yeah, it's only up by 1. Couple of other things that you see here. Oh yeah, I forgot to put in your hull breaches. So let me go ahead and just do this here. You see that you have 1 breach to your sensors and 1 breach to your communications.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh,
Those are both the areas that I'm going to be working on here. All right. I cracked
You look, there are subroutines that are completely damaged simply because they have been blown up. You also see a big masthead warning on the top of this internal systems screen that says, warning, misaligned warp conduits. Immediate danger upon startup. Warning, misaligned warp conduits.
Do I see that?
Yeah,
that pops up as soon as you sit down.
This is Hagen to Kelly.
Kelly here.
We got a misaligned warp conduit. You need to fix that before you spool the engines up.
Understood, Commander.
And you hear, as I probably could have gotten Klingon red alert sounds, but as you sort of switch on the systems, you see lights start popping up. You immediately hear but the Klingon version. And you, like, if you were to take off right now, you would not do well. You would immediately start shedding warp plasma, and shit is not going to be good. So you begin doing this. Go ahead and did you already? Yes, you already You did not roll. So go ahead and give me. 1 moment here. Did I give you your roll yet? No.
No, you told me you
For sure.
told me what to roll. I haven't rolled yet though.
Okay. Yeah. So this is control engineering difficulty of 3,
Okay.
assisted by the ship's computers engineering.
Quick question, just
Yeah.
housekeeping here. Do I roll perform challenge or perform task?
Perform
Task.
task.
Perform task.
And then
Okay, and then I'm
you
getting
have
2
4
extra
dice.
die.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's no no, I'm assuming there's no focus on this one. I don't think sensor operations works exactly here.
Not in this case. It would need something like electronic warfare or like
Transporters.
black hatting, stuff like that.
Understood. Okay. And again, I get to reroll 1d20 and 2 extra die, and here we go.
And I'll help.
Oh wow.
And then Rokel, you also help. Go ahead and roll your control engineering.
Did anyone roll the ship?
I'll roll the ship.
Hey, that I did pretty good.
Yeah, I do not have this focus on this unless Starship Tactical Systems work.
You know what? I will say tactical systems will work on this. Yeah.
Okay.
Stupid ship. Broken piece of shit.
I'm just glad that it didn't blow up.
I still want to re-roll one of these 18s.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I know it's a chance. willing, but I'm willing to
High
take
risk,
it.
high
Just-
reward. Do it. Do it.
Hold on. Let me see. Re-roll 1 die.
You
Hold
can
on.
just go right back to where you rolled it before and just click perform task. Oh, okay. Yeah, do that. Perfect.
All right. An extra roll. Okay, there we go.
4 moments generated on that. You see, as you guys sort of work together, Mitchell's sort of standing up, looking at, sort of like, as you sort of work, the ship is beaten to hell. Jeez.
It doesn't even have a quantum flux inhibitor. Are you kidding me? This was made from before I was born.
Lieutenant Mitchell
Yeah,
looks
me
at you.
Would you?
Lieutenant Mitchell, yeah, it's before any of us were born. I won't speak for you, Sog, Raquel, but yeah, pretty old.
See,
pretty old.
The average age on the bridge right now is 22. Like,
Yeah,
Raquel,
for sure.
Raquel is just like looking at them like is just like, huh, you could spoil Starfleet.
This is
We
the best
truly
of the
are
best.
spoiled. We are flying on a top of the line, and we're now interacting what is the equivalent of a beat up Honda Civic.
Yeah, truly.
We were
It's
behind
all
the driver's seat of a Lamborghini, and now we are in a beat up Honda Civic from like 1996.
And you guys were yeah.
It
We
is a
used to
Bell
fly in a
class,
Hilton hotel.
which I mean, for my understanding, the Bell class at this point in time is just about to be retired. So I mean,
No.
This is the last functional one.
Yeah.
No, they're never going to retire the Burrell. They're just going to keep updating it. It's like the B-52 of Star Trek.
What are they, Canadian?
All right, so
I saw
across all of your screens, you see in Klingon, and you're sort of you see that for what the system does, you see that it does notice that you're trying to type in human, and it sort of does eventually recognize, like, oh yeah, okay, and sort of translates a little bit. You see that you do have a positive uplink to Deep Space Fortitude's sort of computer system, and you see the area sort of in the underlying code where Commander Kelly has a backdoor. You see that if you were to push further through this backdoor, you would have full admin access in their system. However, it does still protect critical systems. Transporters and weapons seem to be on the list of critical systems. You guys are sort of like looking at this like, oh geez, okay. And you begin working. We're going to cut down to engineering now, just one moment. And of course, did I think about making another just blank
Don't you?
See? No, I didn't. But I know how to do it now because somebody taught me.
Google?
Okay. Oh no, you idiot. So, so let's go ahead and get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of that, and then we are gonna go ahead. Boom, 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 boom. Uh,
The downside to the 1995 Honda Civic is that it is a 1995 Honda Civic. The upside is it will continue functioning long after you perish.
yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
it is less accurate to say this is a Honda Civic, and more accurate to say that this is a 1980 something Toyota Tacoma.
Yes, that continues to run to this day.
Oh, I
Because
mean,
if
I
you
was
know
gonna,
anything about the Toyota Tacoma, you know they just don't fucking stop.
It's like what's that one model of Ford truck? It's a farm truck that I've seen videos of the block completely cracked in half and the pistons exposed to the elements, and it's still running.
I
That's
want to say the
Probably the
Ranger,
Tacoma.
but I don't date my cousin, so I don't know.
The Tacoma is better known under its international name of the Toyota Hilux, where it is a favorite of militaries worldwide where they just bolt a fucking machine gun in the bed.
You remember that story about that guy from Texas who like sued his dealership because his Ford truck ended up on the battlefield in Syria?
Yep, remember that.
Yeah, good times.
Okay, just one moment, everybody. We're almost there. Like that. We'll go ahead and put that here, and we'll.
I just want to know what series of fuckery had to occur for that to happen.
Okay.
It is an impressive amount of fuckery that's necessary.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Moving you all over to the rapidly constructed.
I'm so proud of you. Look
I
at that.
know, right?
Actually,
So
looks pretty
good.
good. Well done.
I'm
Really
so
good.
proud. It took me like 2 hours to figure out how to do that. And you were in a military convoy, so I didn't want to bother you. All right, so yeah, move everybody up. You guys come in. This is on deck 2. As soon as you walk in this door, it is hot. It like hotter than even like a normal Klingon. You guys ran down here. You guys are caked in humid, gross, sticky sweat. You hear again down here this red alert, and you hear in Klingon, translated with your universal translators, warning, plasma fire indicated. Warning, plasma fire indicated.
That explains the
clear.
heat.
Stand clear. And you see this door is there is an emergency force field, and the blast door is shut.
Okay, first things first, we're just gonna vent that room into space.
Okay. She starts
Are
looking
there
around
any
for a console.
interfaces on this side?
You you see the door interface that you push to enter in the door. You do not see a computer interface on the outside of this area.
Why isn't there a... Who built the ship?
Klingons.
Obviously. Okay, yeah, I'm just your extra set of hands, so...
Well,
What
we
you
should
doing?
be able to vent that from any engineering console.
Red alert signs again.
We're looking for
As the
engineering
fire
console.
spreading.
She's not gonna stand there. She's gonna go to a console.
Okay. You. One moment here.
You know, I am gonna have some words with whoever the captain of the ship was, allowing them to dock an actively on fire ship at our space station. What safeties were circumvented? to allow this to happen? Why wasn't it saying anything on the bridge?
Need some.
Well,
Need
to be
some
fair, how
meat
many
on
safeties do you circumvent in a day to get the job done?
I
Not this
don't.
many.
I mean,
I
hey,
don't need to
oh,
circumvent safeties because I don't dock actively on fire ships at space stations.
maybe
It might not have been
may-
actively on fire when they docked.
Maybe the
Yeah,
captain just
probably it had a repair job that needed done, and when the Dominion took over, they couldn't complete it, and the problem just kept going until eventually plasma fire.
Just one moment. I am about to put a tile in. Just I know it seems like nothing's happening, but I promise you stuff is happening. Okay, great. So let's zoom out. Do
And
the
where are
thing.
the automatic fire suppression systems?
Drag. Awesome. Put that there. Make it a little bigger. You see that this door. One moment. Give me 2 fucking seconds. Okay, so I want to lock it. Okay, you see that this door is open. Not open, but it has the capability to be opened.
All right, I'm gonna see as I'm on that side of the room. I'll touch that door to feel for heat, and then if I feel none, open it.
Yeah, you do not feel any heat.
I know fire safety. Commander, this door's open.
Right? Is there a console anywhere?
Looks like there might be one down here.
GM, is there a console anywhere? I can see that one.
You can certainly see that one. Out of
I
character, you do see the capability down here. This is actually a computer, but you don't know what's on the other side of that door. Actually,
Jack, did you hear anything I said?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a console in there, Reese?
Yes, Commander.
you see that this door is it's a manually cranked door. You see that the power has somehow failed.
Okay, I will open the door.
Reese, if you would be so kind, use those big security muscles.
Mm-hmm. It's open.
Sitting on the floor in this room. One moment. Nobody move. Nobody do anything.
Can I breathe?
You may not.
You see
ghost
laying
face.
down. Don't yell at me. I'm trying my best. You see laying on the ground is a Klingon that is severely plasma burned. You see a streaking of Klingon blood dragging through this area and trying to get to this console.
Reese, do
Yeah,
something about that, would you?
Yep. And I will check him for life signs. Clearly, probably has none, and then move him out of the way.
Check him for life signs. Give me a insight medicine check. Difficulty of 1. Nope. Klingon anatomy. Difficulty of 2.
He should have twice the amount of heartbeat to check for.
Still, you're unfamiliar. And not a doctor. Don't yell at me. Reese, Ensign Reese, he is not moving.
Okay. I'm just going
and
to
he's
gently drag him that way.
Drag him
Would
which
you-
way?
Tell
Oh.
the captain that there is an injured person.
Oh, thank you.
No
Well,
problem.
they don't know if they're if he's injured or not. They think he might be dead. So
You're also not in the scene.
No.
So,
And- Honestly, Reese won't contact you. We're busy.
okay. Commander Kelly, what do you do?
I access this console.
Okay. You see blood is sort of pooled around this area.
That is so gross.
So you successfully access that console. Doesn't appear to be very good security on it. What are you attempting to do with that console?
Automatic fire suppression systems.
Automatic fire suppression systems disabled.
Okay, but I figured that because they're not suppressing the fire automatically. I would like to turn them on.
Do you attempt to turn them on?
Yes.
The system fritzes and just says that same thing back to you.
Okay, why are they not turned on?
Give me an inside engineering roll, difficulty of 1.
Insight engineering. Computer expertise?
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Tap on momentum. You sense that whatever systems were, there was. You look back through the logs. You see that there was a power failure in whatever battle this thing took place in, and during that time, the fire was able to spread so far as to disable the fire suppression systems next to and in that room.
Okay, so I would like to isolate that area from the plasma flow and deplete the area of oxygen.
Okay. To isolate that area. So you mean like shut off the flow of like warp plasma to that area?
Yeah, I would also like to spend 2 of my floating initiative there.
It's already in there.
Oh, okay, so we were at 4?
You were at 4. Yep.
Oh, alright, never mind then.
You can still spend 2 to create an advantage of some sort if you'd like, but
you know what? Yeah, I will. I will.
Okay. I maybe shouldn't have said anything, but okay. Yeah, what's up?
Hey, you
This
said you weren't
computer
sure we were
system
gonna
is
live
mine
through
now.
this. Maybe give us some help.
What computer system is yours now?
This bird of praise.
That has
Compromise. You have complete and total admin access to all engineering and internal systems, like internal systems type access to this ship.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, you see that you're sort of like, oh yeah, this Windows 95, and then you sort of are like, oh yeah, cool.
It's Windows 95. I know like 80,000 workarounds in this system.
Yeah, cool. And yeah, you have full admin access in engineering. Go ahead and mark that on your sheet for me.
For those who played in the home game, our GM is Gen Z, so he thinks 95 is a joke.
It predated my birth by I think 5 years, if I can go by the year, because I truly have no context as to what Windows
Came
95
out
is.
the year I was born.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I am so sorry, everybody.
You are
anyway.
An infant.
I was in college.
Oh my god!
We've got quite the range in this game,
Anyway.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
A bunch of old Star Trek fans driving around a van with a bunch of candy. Just see the kid. Hey, want to GM a game?
yeah,
Right?
truly. And you know what's the wildest thing? I recruited all of you.
Windows 95 came out the month after I was born.
Boy,
1
yeah.
month
Well,
old.
I mean, to be fair, my first email address was just a number. that's how old the internet was when I got email.
I'm going to send an email to
A
6.
single digit?
No, but it was easy045526 is what my email address was. Yeah.
Oh, that made me laugh so hard. My email address was just a number. That was
Well, Windows 95 launched a couple months before my birth, so
Oh man.
Infants. You're all infants except Woodyard.
Yes.
Anyway,
I know.
so what I'm saying is you guys have been bullying a young little baby this whole time.
And
no
we're proud of
regrets.
And enjoying
Truly.
it.
I mean, in all fairness to me, it was made like just a few months before my birth. So
For sure, for sure. Anyway, yeah, Kelly, you were trying to. Yes, you spent the 2 momentum. I'll go ahead and give you the advantage. You are able to cut off the plasma feeds into the to the warp system and start venting the atmosphere out of that room.
Kelly to bridge.
Good talk.
Yeah, thanks, Bridge.
Ensign Reese to
We're
bridge.
kind of busy up here. What's going on down there?
Titan, calm down. Just
Oh,
bring you guys up to speed. Go ahead, Commander.
Half of engineering is on fire, so we're dealing with that before we can align the warp coils.
Hagen, are you okay?
Oh, yes, sorry, I stepped away for just a second.
Oh,
How dare
okay.
you?
The ship is literally on fire.
Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom. What's up?
Star Trek from the can, like the rest of us.
Yeah, so the the engineering crew sort of gave you a status update. Everything's on fire, but we're getting it handled.
All right, then we'll try and buy you some time.
It shouldn't
Working
take
as
that
fast
long
as we
to-
can, Commander.
I'm gonna go watch the window, let you know when the fire's out.
Good plan.
Is the fire out? It's space. It shouldn't take that long.
Yeah, you see that the fire has died down, and the temperature in here is gone down as well.
I think we're good, Commander.
Okay, I would like to check internal sensors to see if the fire has actually died down and won't flare up the instant I pump oxygen back into that room.
I'll give you that for free. Yeah, you can see that it's been taken care of.
Okay. In that case, she starts pumping air back into the room and reestablishing the plasma flow, circumventing the damaged conduits.
As you start doing that, you feel a hand grasp your ankle.
someone woke up.
Hey, we got the fire taken care of. Calm down.
You see he's sort of a big, meaty Klingon hand sort of start crawling up sort of your leg. You see his legs appear to be fully inoperable.
It's like, well, watch the hands, buddy. What's up?
You see you and him lock eyes. And his grip relaxes. And you feel him die.
Saoirse stares for a moment. We really need a new counselor. And then goes right back to the computer systems. Cannot think about that right now.
Okay. Sorry, I'm eating French fries. And then I'm sorry. What were you trying to do?
Make sure that the room is back up to breathable atmosphere.
Yeah, it's there. It's a little bit depleted still, and it's having quite a bit of a time trying to fill atmosphere back into that room. But you see that it's currently hospitable for a Klingon.
Okay, well, it needs to be hospitable for 2 humans. Well, a human and a trill.
You wait for another 5 seconds. It's good for you guys.
Okay, get in there. Let's go.
Okay, as soon as I hear that, oh, look at you using the moving thing. I open the door and step in. Oh, it's even hotter in here.
Yep,
see
now
that-
let's get those warp coils aligned.
You walk up, Kelly, to the main engineering post, but this console is pretty much melted. It's it has one usable interactable element to it. And from that you see that so these are sort of your pylons, and in here is where the warp reaction takes place. you see that the pylons on the inside of here need to be physically realigned.
All right, let's get that done.
As you walk over, you notice that in here as well, on the screen, it shows that there's a radiation warning internally in here.
I'm guessing there aren't any protective suits.
You see a rack that had protective suits on them. The suits, but at this point, and the rack are pretty much puddled onto the ground.
Reese,
Commander?
you stay out here.
I think you should walk
Get
me
a
through
fucking
it.
stutter, Reese.
No, ma'am.
Good.
Radiation warning.
Okay. This is gonna suck, but I'll probably survive.
Okay. I'm gonna ask both of you what you guys are gonna do.
I'm going to pace.
Saoirse is going to tell Reese to get on the console to make sure things are properly aligned there while she goes in to physically adjust the coils.
Okay. You see that this is sort of the quote unquote Jeffrey's tube. You see on the across the top it says maintenance only, and you see in big Klingon sort of text it says radiation warning. So you see that there is sort of in here. You see that there is sort of you crawl in, the door shuts behind you, and then the rest of the door, like both of the sides of these, open up, and then that is when the radiation exposure will occur. So, Kelly, you sort of pull your way in. The door shuts. And you see that there's a control button in front of you that opens up the doors to your left and to your right.
Well, I'm only going to open the door to the chamber that is misaligned.
Okay. Yeah, you see that this one is the one specifically that is misaligned. So you push that button?
Yep.
Okay. As you push the button, it's an invisible, weightless, sort of prickly warmth sort of washes over you instantly.
There's a sensation I don't like. Okay, she's going to try to get to work as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Swear to God, I'm gonna have to treat my engineer for radiation poisoning.
So, these are the words that you probably didn't want me to tell you. It's extended task time.
I figured.
So,
all
the
I
door-
have to say is that at least the doctor is not having to treat her chief engineer for radiation sickness again.
Why do I feel attacked?
That was the goal. So, let me get to work and build that. Just an X-ray times 1,000 per millisecond. Edit task. Awesome. So, this will be a work track 15, difficulty of 4, magnitude of 3, resistance of 1.
Give me a moment. I actually have to make a phone call because my pizza is marked as delivered and it's not here.
What the fuck?
To the bridge.
That is unacceptable, truly.
Are you using Domino's or Papa John's?
Yup.
Domino's? Ugh. Yeah, Domino's sometimes does screw up.
This is the first time I've had a
If Domino's
problem
would
with
like
them.
to sponsor us, we will retract these statements.
But
But until that day,
usually-
fuck Domino's.
I'm already writing up the contracts. Don't you guys worry.
usually they're pretty good in fixing the problems though and compensating you though. Usually.
Okay.
You know what's a good pizza pie if you don't have someone in your ear telling you it sucks? Is Little Caesars.
Little Caesars is acceptable pizza, which means it's
Focus,
still pretty
children.
good.
Or
Honestly, it used to be good, in my opinion.
Oh, okay, the delivery driver just texted me because he couldn't find my apartment number.
oh, so did he like take the pizza? Okay, I don't
He
know
will
what
be right here. Okay, so yes, let's go. Extended task. Let's do this.
Okay, so the extended task tracker is still not working. I don't know how to fix that, but whatever. Extended tasks. So what did I say? It was going to be work of 15. Difficulty starting out of 4. Magnitude of 3. Resistance of 2. You have 2 intervals.
Is that even possible to do?
For Kelly, it is.
You have 2 intervals before the radiation damage. So the radiation damage is affecting you no matter what. You are irradiated. 2 intervals means you are going to need radiation treatment for an extended period of time. However, is not really considered a lethal dose. 3 intervals is lethal.
Okay.
Why did
So-
Kelly not put on a radiation suit? Surely Klingons have radiation suits.
They're
Because the
melting like
radiation
hell.
suits were fucking cooked by the plasma fire.
Awesome.
Yep.
3 intervals is a lethal dose of this is, I think the radiation is some sort of future kind of radiation that I can't remember. But
Theta.
Yeah. Yep. So a lethal dose means that you need to go into stasis and undergo radiation therapy for a very long time. Basically. Anything more, you pretty much get a lethal injury and fall down. Actually, no. At 3 intervals, it's a lethal injury. Basically, you fall and you're going to need to get dragged out. Okay. So, you ready for this, Jack? Oh, and the roll is
I have pizza now.
the
But yes,
roll.
I did hear all that, so.
The roll, I'm sorry to say, is daring engineering.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
thank fuck.
How can you ever recover? Spend everything, by the way.
Okay. Daring engineering.
Yep.
I'm going to cite my value of who dares wins.
Yeah, for sure. This is kind of like the ideal example of that. Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of spocking it up in here, so.
Yeah.
I think where give me death would be a better value here.
Give me a working ship or give me death.
Okay, I have nothing that will help except bold engineering.
So what do you do? How many dice do you buy?
Okay, so
would the decoration of gallantry that you have help with this?
Yes, it would, and I think I'm going to use that to double my crit range.
No, the
Sure.
Declaration of Gallantry says once permission, whenever the character would suffer damage,
Oh,
have the amount of damage inflicted by an attack or hazard.
I
This
was
would
thinking
count as a
about the
hazard.
Starcross. Yeah.
That
But the Declaration of Gallantry, I have used this mission. I used it when I got shot with a Jem'Hadar rifle last session.
Yes. This doesn't count as a new mission.
nope.
No. What the fuck?
Why would it count as a new mission?
Well,
We're
the
still trying to
first
do
mission
the
was get
thing.
from this jail to the ship. Now we're getting the ship the fuck out of here.
Are you adding any dice with threat?
Of course I'm adding dice with threat. I have bold.
Yeah, go ahead. How many do you want?
I'm always confused about the costs when a
So a value is being spent. That means if you're buying any more dice on top of your value, it's 2, then 3. So if
you
if
know what?
want-
I will give you 5 threat to give me 3 dice plus my value.
All right.
And
Well,
I do
you
not
still
have an
drop it down to
applicable
4.
focus in this, I don't think.
You can only buy up to 5 dice, but you only roll 4 because the value will automatically add an extra die with a 1 on it to the end of the list. So you're
Yeah.
at quote-unquote 5. Okay.
Actually, I'm at 4.
Yeah. So you put 4 into the slider, but then also check using determination. That will give you 5 dice that you're rolling, with one of those 5 dice being an automatic crit.
But I'm only paying for 2 dice.
Correct. Yep. Yep. So put 4 into the slider, and then check that determination box.
Okay. I'll trust you that you know best on this.
I promise you that I'm right.
Okay, so yeah, no focuses looks like.
Well, let me look just in case. Yeah, that's going to be a big old NO there, Cheech.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
So your Starcross wouldn't actually help you because you don't
Yeah.
have focus. Mhm.
All right, let's go. Oh, that's lucky.
God. Okay. This is supposed to be hard. Okay. 1 float.
Hmm.
Go
Well-
ahead and roll 2 plus your engineering score and challenge dice.
It is hard,
Yeah, it is.
but
You're really good at this.
no, that is luck.
Ah.
The dice rolls, that's luck.
You
Is there
do
any
have 9 if you have
resistance on
focus.
this?
Resistance to
there
2.
is.
There is. It's 2.
Yeah, I'd like to spend a float for piercing then.
Cool.
It's diff 4. You had 7 successes. How is it
Yep.
only 1?
You had 4 momentum. Then that puts it up to 6 with 1
Oh,
float.
you already put it in
just
the
spent
pool. Okay, cool.
And I will go ahead and spend a momentum to re-roll those 3 blank dice.
Do it.
And can we spend 3 momentum to give Jack back his determination with my executive officer talent?
You have to be in communication with them. It's right in the rule.
Fair.
And I do believe we have a breakthrough.
Was that your Shatner impression?
Sweet.
No, it was not.
Oh,
This is my Shatner
no,
impression.
It was not. Work 9. Awesome. So this is diff 3 now. Oh, god damn it. Diff 3. And then you are at magnitude 1 of 3. And your resistance is still 2. Okay.
Is there any way to get
So-
2 breakthroughs in one?
Yeah, you can.
Yep. You gotta fill your work track and get more than 5 work.
Yeah, I would have to spend, 4 momentum to do that?
To get a second breakthrough?
Yeah.
No, so you would need to, so you have 9 work left in the work track.
How about a second breakthrough is every 5 work, isn't it?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. It's just the 5 work. Anything over 5 work gets you 1 breakthrough. In order to get another breakthrough at all, you need to fill your work track fully.
So you need to do 9 work this round.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, easy game, not even hard.
All right.
Easy game.
I can't use another value. So let's
You
just
have a
fucking
bunch of
go.
sword, milestones you can use to get back your determination.
Yeah, I
You
think I'll
have
do
a
that.
bunch of that.
Yeah, please do. Give me a other value there. And I will use. I will cite my value of. Or give me death, because holy fuck, we need to get out of here, or I'm gonna be someone's puppet for the rest of my fucking life, and that's not happening again.
Rip. Yeah, for sure. So how would you like to buy dice?
Yes, I would. I will give you another 5 threat for 2 more dice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I really
And
want to spend threat
here
to
we
take
go.
away your work, but that would
Please
mean,
be
I
nice
think-
to us.
I will re-roll that 19.
Do you really have? Okay.
Well, okay. Just determined for that dice to be a 19.
Okay, so that's 2 momentum generated. And float.
Which I will use 1 for piercing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your challenge dice, please.
I will re-roll those fucking 5 blank dice.
Do it.
There we go.
So, okay. So you have 3 work left in the work track.
I will spend 3 momentum to complete the work track.
Okay. So, Kelly, sort of you feel like your entire body is falling asleep. Now your arm is like falling asleep. It's prickly. Feels like TV static. That sensation is washing over your body and getting worse and worse. Reese, you see through like the see-through side of these tubes here. Kelly crawls forward, getting sort of as if she was pushing against some sort of invisible force.
Run
Kelly-
forward, open the door, grab her, pull her out.
Do you?
Well, I gotta wait for that to finish.
Yeah, maybe
but-
wait until I'm done
yeah.
first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
sorry, I'm pacing, like waiting.
Okay, so Kelly, you're crawling your way forward. You see the warp sort of manifold that is misaligned. You see that it's venting all of this. You see it almost. You see visual distortions where the radiation is being leaking out of. You reach your hand in, and you immediately feel your hand feels wet, almost. And you, and it crunches right into place. You immediately feel relief wash over your body, and you catch your breath.
No, she doesn't. She fucking books it out of there. Then she catches her breath.
Reese, you see on Kelly's face, you saw the complexion before Kelly went in, and versus now, she is pale white. And you see that in her eyes, you see tiny little flecks in the one eye that is not bionic. You see tiny little flecks of red.
Okay. I'll help her out onto the ground, make sure that door is closed. And then I've got to do what she told me on the console, but I can multitask. So I'm going to hit my little communicator. Doctor, medical emergency down in engineering, radiation sickness, bring whatever you got. We're going to get these things online.
It's not an emergency. I was only in there long enough to get a
I'm on my way.
severe exposure.
Okay, now what do
yeah.
I do?
Sersha's just like,
You see the big red button that says "Start Engines."
Start engines. I can hit that.
Your fist sort of poof, and you hear the
Race. Grace,
and
Yeah, engines started, Commander.
you're pulling the captain away from the bridge in a time of emergency.
Yes.
you hear the red alert subside into like an action stations alert.
As soon as the engines pull up, as I'm running out, I'm telling Mitchell to get us out of here.
Yes, sir.
Cloak. Don't forget cloak.
And
And Commander, Sersha, we're not going to get very far without you, so she dies on the bridge, or you fix the engines.
All right, fair enough. Help me up.
Because I can hit
So-
big red buttons, I can't do much more down here.
moving
Sersha
back to the
just-
bridge. The last order was given for Lieutenant Mitchell to undock and move forward. So that happens. Commander Hagen, you have ran out.
I did say get us out of here, cloak as soon as we're able, and then left.
Okay. So Lieutenant Mitchell.
Pizza.
So Woodyard and Raquel, you guys see Lieutenant Mitchell look at the con station and look at the center chair. Woodyard, you realize of the Starfleet people ranked on the ship, she's in control of the bridge.
Got it.
Mitchell sort of looks around and is like, okay, yeah, go ahead and pull forward. And you see Mitchell, you hear the docking release and begin to pull your way out.
Well, if we're far enough, I'm gonna go ahead and cloak.
Ooh, before you cloak, let me show you what you guys are dealing with. One moment.
I don't like it when he's excited.
So, moving, whoa, zooming out, taking a momentum for the change of scenes, going out to ship scale. So, can everybody see what I'm looking at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me Kyle, really quick.
Yes.
Can you see something in here?
No, I've got that tab closed just in case. Whenever you move scenes.
Okay. Just one moment.
I do just see blackness on the screen. Was it supposed to be like a star field, or is it just black?
It is just black.
Okay.
I didn't give a shit. So you can see like the white dotted field, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Like the battle map.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see the battle map. We just don't see the artwork that normally sits behind it.
Yeah, I didn't put any in. None of them spoke to me. So, the IKS Norg. I'm going to drag everybody to where you need to be, which is down here. Shuttlecraft Jameson, and just leave. So, y'all are together. People on the bridge are, and then where is Mitchell? And Raquel. I'm going to grab here. There you go. Okay. We are now going to officially be in combat. Now, Lieutenant Mitchell used her action to do two things. She used a minor action to undock from the space station and to maneuver. That puts her right here. Now, Commander Hagen, you are running.
Mhm.
I am going to say that before you hit that door, so before you hit the door to head back down to the neck, down to engineering, where
Actually,
you.
can I make a change to my action?
So I'm going to describe to you what you see first, and then I
Mhm.
will. Yeah. So Kelly, you stand. Not Kelly. Hagen, you stand there at the door. You hesitate, and you turn around, and you see out the view screen. You see D Space Fortitude. You see Lieutenant Mitchell. You see Sarah looking around at the two other people on the bridge, and you feel telepathically she is out of her element. She's afraid. The one thing that was grounding her in this situation was you being there, giving orders. She is now, effectively, if you leave, she's in command.
I hit my comm badge and I say, "All right, Ensign Reese, I'm going to give you very explicit instructions. You are to follow them to the letter. Find the emergency medical kit."
Ma'am?
And I go back to my station on the bridge.
You return to the bridge.
Get the one moment. I have a thing. Just give me 1 second.
While the doctor tries to remember drugs, Ensign Reese is going to look around in the non-burned area for any type of, Red Cross.
You do not see anything similarly shaped as an emergency medical kit. You don't see anything like that.
I know Klingons don't like to feel everything, but they have to at least have like, hey, don't let our chief engineer die in the room full of explosions waiting to happen.
I'm going to put
medkits are for sissies. Who needs them?
I'm going to put some logic to the forefront and step out of engineering and check like the corridor just outside, which would be where you'd put something. So people going
see
into
signs
the room
pointing to
could
sick
grab
bay.
it. That'll do. All right, Commander, on your feet. I'm going to escort Kelly to sickbay.
Nope. Whatever you do, it happens here.
Okay. I'll be back.
You do
I'm
that.
going to zip around the ship.
Okay.
Just tell Ensign Reese. All right, you're going to look for a chemical called erythrosine. You need 20 milligrams of an erythrosine. Should immunize them against the effects of the radiation, at least in the short term. Then we can worry about treatment afterwards.
Okay, I'll look for it. Hit my little comm badge. I couldn't spell that in Trill. She expects me to spell it in Klingon.
Yep. And now is where I will say combat begins. Lieutenant Mitchell has used your turn to do as ordered and undock and to move away from the station. You see that you are at medium. You are at medium range to Deep Space Fortitude. You have 1 momentum banked currently. I don't believe that you have enough to keep the initiative.
I thought we should have 2.
I did take away 1 for changing scenes, but this one time I will give you.
Nope.
No. Okay. I'm being firm in my beliefs that you should only have 1 momentum.
We should.
Yeah. I need to stop being nice. Damn it. Ugh.
We could use some niceness. We're gonna die.
Okay.
Edwards will be fine.
So, I believe that it is my turn. Is that correct?
Unfortunately.
So, here's what happens. 1 moment. Okay. Oh, that is. Oh boy. Okay. 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 So, I have a lot of threat. This is gonna be fun. Okay. So,
Hang on a tick.
Yeah.
Isn't having Mitchell maneuver and whatnot technically count as activating her for the session?
It does.
Isn't
But-
Reese also being activated for the session?
No, it's activated for the mission.
Oh, okay.
Mitchell hasn't done any rolls. Reese did a roll last week. However, now I get to play the other side of this horrible, horrible devil's advocate. Sarah doesn't get her own turns.
Actually, the way that this is going to work is Hagen used the direct
Okay,
talent.
that's how Sarah gets her turns.
Yep.
It's the commander's job. Otherwise, you just sit in a chair and look cool.
So, yep. So the direct is what got the ship to move. Okay. So, with that, is there anything else, any other objections before I do what I'm about to do?
Yes, I don't want to die.
Your objection is noted. I'm spending 3 threat. Just give me 2 seconds. Did I make a thing? I should have. If I didn't, I need to go into vessel NPCs crew roles. Yeah, the DS Fortitude people are pretty proficient. We'll go ahead and do control security with 4.
Come on,
To have a
man.
focus. Okay, that is 4 successes. I get 2 threat back. Now, I am so sorry. But I do not believe your shields are up. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So, no matter what this does, you immediately get a breach. Now,
I don't believe that you're sorry, but continue.
I actually am very, very sorry. So, D6 Fortitude, Form Challenge. Now, you're about to see what happens when a starbase shoots at something. What happens?
Can't imagine good things.
So,
Not so
So we're just dead.
no, you're not actually. So that is 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. That was a phaser. So that is another breach. So that is 2 breaches in total. Now, who would like to be the designated damage roller for breaches?
Dr. Hagen.
Okay, how do I do that?
Please roll 2d20.
Couldn't I just roll 1?
Nope, 2.
That's not good, I don't think.
And let me know what you get.
A 17 and a 16.
Okay, let's take a look. Oh my god. Oh.
It's bad, isn't it?
So a 17 and a 16. You feel as you begin moving 2 structure breaches. Now.
Where's its structure?
Yep.
Oh no!
Now is the really, really fun part. Hagen, please roll 2 challenge dice. Nobody gets a lethal injury. You do, however, get 2 structure
Actually,
breaches.
can I use
Yeah.
the Karagite Order of Heroism to negate one of those breaches?
Also,
Mhm.
go ahead and do your thing while I look something up.
Mhm.
He sounds less impressed with my maniacal laughter.
You certainly can negate one of those breaches. Which breach would you like to negate?
One of the ones to structural.
Oh, so one of the two.
Yeah.
So, yep, there's just the one breach. One moment. Great. So, okay. So, you see Mitchell at the last second avoids such a thick Nadion beam that dodges right to the left of the head of the IKS Norg.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'll save the ruling for later. Carry on.
No, what was the what's up?
Advanced combat rules. By yelling the words "brace for impact," you can dump your momentum pool 1 to 6 and basically negate the entire damage.
Can I do that?
No more than once
So-
per round when the ship is the target of an attack and would be struck by a damaging hazard, so the phaser, a single character who has not yet acted this round may declare brace for impact. If they do so, immediately spend the entire momentum pool. If there's no momentum pool, you can then spend thread. Roll a number of deltas equal to the number of momentum spent, or equal to the threat, and then increase the ship's resistance. So it's not actually negating the attack, but it just sounded cool the way I said it.
Yeah, so Hagen has already used hers.
That's why I said I'll
Used
save it
your
for
action.
later.
Yeah. Okay. So, you take one breach. I'm going to swift task and do that again. Two seconds, everybody. Ooh, two threat. And then we're gonna roll that same amount of challenge dice once more.
We're definitely gonna die.
No, you guys aren't there yet. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is another 2 breaches. One breach for getting hit with your shields down. Yep.
A 4 and a 19.
A 4 and a 19. Let's take a look. 4 and a 19. Man. Let's take a look. Starship combat. Perfect. Damage thresholds. So, a 4. Okay.
Oh no.
Is a breach to your engines. A 19 is a weapons breach. So, engines.
You can only
And
swift task
weapons.
once around, right?
You can only keep the initiative once per round. You can swift task. Everybody can swift task once per. Like, you know what I mean? You can only swift task once. You can't swift task multiple times.
Okay.
Okay. So an engines breach. So okay, great. You do not. Nothing bad happens. However, you do again. You do feel the engines become less efficient, and they are impacted. So, perfect. Well, not
A
perfect for
yell
you
of
guys.
frustration echoes throughout the ship. He just fixed that!
You see another small plasma fire sets off in the room that you were just in. Kelly.
I'm just imagining Kelly sitting there, like, sitting on the floor and leaning back against the console, just looking over at the plasma fire.
Yep.
And just slowly looking back.
Great. Cool. So, your weapon systems have been breached, meaning that in order to use your weapons, you need to use the restore minor action, whoever is going to be doing that, in order to use your weapons. So, I believe that that is all I can do, unless I can go ahead and... Yep, so that is 2 actions for fortitude. I have a couple more actions that I could do. But you know what? I'm going to wait. So, the turn, as it is, falls back to you.
How? Can the ship do like a restore action?
So, your engines are still working. You don't need to restore your engines. If you want to shoot something, you need to do the restore action on whoever's on the weapon station.
What if we just wanted to get our shields up first? Maybe.
If we get our shields up, we're not going to be able to cloak.
Can we cloak now?
Yeah, so we could technically cloak. Shields may protect us for a bit. We could try to disable the station's weapons on that side to give us a chance. But right now they know where we are. Even if we cloak, they can aim for the general area.
Well, I'm pretty certain we did try to do something with the weapons before we tried to leave. Unless that was completely forgotten.
So you guys got access to their computer systems. However, Hagen gave the order to undock and begin moving away.
Wait, I thought we were doing the computer systems to shut down their weapons and transporters before all of that happened. We were doing that while they were in engineering. Did we not achieve what we were doing?
You achieved access.
I thought that was a extended task.
Right, but why would we gain access without doing it?
Mm-hmm.
I think what happened was that I think mistakes were made in that y'all were supposed to be able to do things while Kelly was aligning the engines, but that didn't happen.
So I will give you the opportunity, now that you have computer access, if you wanted to attempt to shut down their weapons at this point, you may.
Yeah, that would be priority number 1 right at the moment.
Is that something I could do? Or I would
No,
do, I guess?
do a Kelly.
Because Kelly's busy with the engines, I already have access to the computers. shutting down
Rokel,
the
can you shut down their
transporters.
weapons?
I can try.
Okay.
Or Woodyard.
Or Woodyard or whoever. Just
It's
someone.
a weapons thing. Let Raquel do it.
Yeah.
It's just funny that Woodyard was like, hey, can I do this thing? Can I do that? Maybe I could do that. Other person, do that!
Do what the nerd is saying.
All right. So, just one moment here.
Well, actually, that depends. Activating the cloak, is that a security or internal job?
So, cloaking is the cloaking talent is on the sheet.
Yep.
I have it here.
post
Hold on. It's a control engineering task with a difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's engine security.
Guess what, Ensign? Guess what you're doing on your turn?
This is a task. It says from the tactical station.
Oh,
So
fuck's
he
sakes.
could do it, but he would need to override his station to turn it into a tactical station in order to do it.
Which I could do with a minor action and a task, but then I would have to do it again for whatever I have, like on sensors and internal systems stuff.
It's unfortunate you don't have multitasking as a talent, do you?
He does not.
Okay.
So what are we doing,
I
folks?
do not.
Alright.
First things first, we shut down the weapons.
Okay. That is, in order to attempt that, that is an action. So go ahead and give me. This is going to be a control.
Security.
Just one moment here. This is going to be a control security task. What exactly are you attempting to do to their weapons?
Well, you're the one giving out the order, so what do you want?
Overload the weapon systems.
Overload it, but
Blow them sky high.
that would destroy the station.
It wouldn't.
you
So
try to
station's
fire.
weapon systems aren't quite like ship's weapon systems. It would do damage to the station, wouldn't blow it. It would render them completely unable to fire.
Okay, I'll just overload their weapons.
No, that is more difficult. This would require someone else using their action to, so it needs to be Rokel doing the security task to interact with the weapon system. It would also require someone to do an engineering roll to divert the power to overload the weapons.
Could, in that case, instead lock them out. Lock them out of the weapon systems. Make it so that they can't access them.
All right. What kind of role would that be, though?
So that would be control security, difficulty of 4. I am increasing complication range on your side to 3. So this is control security.
Ba-ba.
Okay.
I'm going to
That
do
was some
comp
delicious
3,
pizza.
and I am spending 1, 2, 3, 4 to make it opposed.
For focuses, would Rokel's Starship tactical systems work?
That would work.
Or Starfleet protocols.
Either one would work. I give you both.
And if
Yeah.
you were going to use a value, the only prize in war is victory seems to apply here very well.
Or today is a good day to die.
Not really. We're actively fighting against that.
Yeah, we're trying not to die.
All right.
Today is a good day
Will
to die.
I
for
be
you.
having an assist in this role?
This is going to be just you.
Okay, the ship is not assisting.
The ship will assist with one moment. The ship will be assisting with computers security.
On it.
Hey.
And that is both. Yep. And so make sure to set both of your rolls to comp range of 3.
All right. Wait a minute. If it's opposed, then how does the difficulty work with opposed then?
So the difficulty is an opposed difficulty. You're doing this against the security officer on board the Deep Space Fortitude.
I thought you said the difficulty was 4.
I spent threat in order to make this an opposed roll.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right then. Can them? So I will go ahead. See. You know what? If I were to use my determination now, I'm not gonna have any available, and I do not have any banked milestones. So
Use it or we die.
Yeah, we really need this to work.
okay. All right then. If y'all use my determination, I will give you 1. Okay. How many momentum do you need to squash any complications? 2, right?
2.
2.
2. Okay.
So spend as much as you think would be wise or necessary to get as many dice and potential momentum as you can.
All right then. So,
And I'll roll for the ship.
all right. Let's go ahead and get one threat for bold. Because I do have bold security. And
So, all right. So we're gonna okay. So this is for everybody. We're all gonna learn this together. So I'm gonna type this out so we all
That's
understand.
never a good sign.
So, when using a determination spend, that gives you a dice that has rolled a 1. In order to get more dice, it costs 2 resources, whether that is momentum or threat. For
And
the
then
first,
one more for every dice.
no, that's not.
No,
how
I
it
mean like
works.
it goes up to three resources, then
Yeah.
4 resources to get another one, and so on.
Nope, it just stops at 3. So again, let me just explain it so we can all get past this. So great. So for the first bought dice, when you are spending determination to get a dice that has already rolled a 1, it costs 2. For the second bought dice, it costs 3. 3 resources. Cool. That's it.
That
So
brings
that-
you to a total of 5.
5. You can never have more than 5 dice rolled, no matter what you're doing determination wise or anything. You can only roll 5. The maximum is 5. Okay. So specifically, Rokel, if you are going to be adding another dice, it's going to cost 2 threat. So that's fine. That'll activate bold for you. And then if you want to roll 5 dice in total, it would cost another 3 resources, 3 threat on top of that. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Perfect. Beautiful. So now. So Rokel, you wanted to add another dice. So that would be two more threat to have that other dice. Do you want to buy another dice? Past the one that you already bought?
Do it.
To get the maximum amount of dice that you can roll?
Yes.
Do it.
It's up to you.
We said yes.
Nish? He did? Okay, good. He said yes. Great. So, Rokel, when you roll the task, move the slider to 4, check the determination box and the focus box, and then click the roll button. We got it. Good learn session, everybody. Sorry. I just need to make sure that everybody understands that these are the rules.
I'm still not quite sure I get it.
Okay. Is
I'll be holding an hour-long seminar after the game.
yeah, me and Kyle will do it. We'll have visual aids. So Nishizumi, you still there?
PowerPoints.
That was not a joke. I really don't.
Oh, okay.
Write it down for me, please.
I literally did. Okay.
I got it. Just you keep game.
So,
Discord.
Nishizumi, are you still there? Buddy? You
Niche?
still there? I don't think you said yes. Are you okay? You're muted if you...
He did say yes. I heard him say yes.
Well, no, I think that was Kyle who said yes, but... Nish? I wasn't yelling at you. I wasn't yelling at anybody in particular. I wasn't even yelling. Is everybody okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm
Yep.
good.
Hello?
I mean, we're dying, but I'm good.
Nish? You there? Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. If I yelled, I don't like yelling.
I don't think it was you. Nish, are you there? Hold on, I'll give him a call.
Oh, okay. If I yelled, I didn't mean to yell. I didn't mean to say that I'm not mad. I'm smiling. It's just very funny that nobody gets it, other than Kyle. And Kelly still doesn't get it after that.
He gets it now.
You there? You there, buddy?
Hello.
I heard a click.
Eh,
Hi.
Hello?
I heard-
You okay?
We did lose somebody. We
Yeah,
lost the doctor for that.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I do apologize. Something came up on my end.
No problem. Hey, I just didn't. Okay, cool. I'm glad that I didn't upset you. I didn't mean to upset anybody.
I
Hopefully,
did
I
not
didn't.
hear a single word you
Hello?
said after I
Oh,
left.
perfect. So
Yeah.
I get to explain it again. That's awesome. Okay, so Okay. So how many dice are you trying to buy?
First off, explain to me what am I doing again? I know it's supposed to be opposed, right?
Yep.
Post.
So it's opposed. So it's a control security roll that's opposed by the other person on the station.
Okay.
So it's a complication 3 roll. Here, I'll get rid of all this nonsensical jabber. So you were trying to buy dice, and that's where I think I lost you. So you said that you wanted to spend your determination, right?
Yes, I will do
Okay.
that.
Cool. Did you want to buy any other dice?
You know what? I'll give you 1 threat for 3 dice
Cool.
for my bold.
So I'm gonna copy and paste this.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep. So I'm gonna copy and paste that here. So since you've spent your determination, right, to get a third dice that's rolled a 1, to get another dice, it costs 2 threat or momentum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well then.
So you don't want to do that.
Yeah, no. 3 dice is fine.
Okay.
Because
So
if I were to go over, if I would go 4 dice, the complication range is 3, so that might increase my chances of getting a complication at that point.
So just for full disclosure, I am going to be buying as many dice as I can, and I'm going to spend threat to have the guy also have determination.
Okay.
So
buy it all.
So it behooves you to buy as much as possible, especially for a roll this important.
All right then. So I'll go ahead and give you 5 dice then.
5 threat. Okay. Cool. I just wanted to say that before somebody else said it.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a mean guy. I've been known to be pretty mean. So
reminding.
After last week, I'd be pretty mean too.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna So go ahead and roll your 5 dice. So stop. Actually, when you roll the dice, move the slider to 4, and then check that determination box and check the focus box because you have a focus, and then click roll.
All right. So click the focus and determination box.
Yep, and then move the slider to 4.
Oh, to 4.
To 4. Yep.
Okay.
Because when you check that determination box, it gives you a 5th dice that has already rolled a 1.
And you cannot roll
more than 5 dice.
Gotcha.
Correct. Yep.
All right. So I'll just go ahead and roll those 4.
Yep.
And fingers crossed.
Beautiful. That's a good roll.
Woohoo!
And then I think the ship also assists.
I
Yeah,
do. I do have a bold as well, so I can re-roll one of those.
Yeah.
dice.
Reroll the 17 if you'd like.
That 17 is not a success, correct?
It is not a
Then-
success and it is not a comp. Mhm.
So it doesn't hurt or help us. All right, so go ahead and roll. Do I set the complication range on my re-roll as well?
Yep, to 3.
Oh,
cannot
What?
Believe.
We did it.
Oh no! So that's 8. Is that 8
That is
successes?
8 successes.
That is 8 successes. Yes.
Ow! I think we might survive this one, guys.
Hopefully.
What the
I don't
fuck?
know. The GM could always spend that 25 threat and end the game with a nuclear warhead.
So I'm gonna spend 3 threat to immediately engage a value. Spend 2 threat for a 4th dice. Spend 3 threat for a 5th dice. Okay, and my target number is yeah. Okay, so
Everybody, hold your breath.
so my target number, and I'm also being assisted by the station.
No, wait. Last
No,
session,
not
we
being
agreed
assisted
that the,
by
that the station is no longer assisting.
What can I say except you're welcome?
For the station we took away from
Actually, the station helps us. You said.
No, no, I didn't.
Yeah,
you.
you did.
You
No, I
did,
didn't.
but we would have been doing things on the station. So
Yeah.
it doesn't help them,
That's
but
fair,
it doesn't
that's fair.
hinder us.
So my target number is 15. If I hear a wah wah wah, I'm gonna cry.
You got the threat to quash it.
Aw, no womp womp.
So
But
that
that's
is
not enough.
No.
Oh, and so that is 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna spend 2 to reroll the 17.
You also have a complication too. Or,
The
success.
comp only
Yeah.
applies to you. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 versus 6. So 2 momentum generated. What was that to do again?
Shut down the station's weapon systems.
I believe it was specifically to lock them out of the station weapon systems.
That is actually correct. They no longer have access to their weapon systems.
Hey. So. Great. Okay. Well, good thing is I have a contingency.
Or you could congratulate us on being very clever and then let us go.
No,
I mean, that
not gonna be
sounds like the
happening.
best way to me. I mean,
No, really sorry. I'm spending threat.
We just gotta get his pool down to 0, at which point he's like a puppy without teeth.
Is this threat to engage a complication?
Mechanically speaking, but situationally speaking, yes. Pulling away from their hidden docking ports are 2 Danube-class runabouts with their shields up.
Can we spend 2 to keep the initiative?
You
I
certainly
want to
can.
hold on to that momentum.
I think we need to activate our cloak like now.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
Can we hold on to that?
Hold on a minute though. even if we were to activate the cloak, they know our general location. They can just fire into that area.
Yes,
Yeah.
but anything
can
to
cloak
help
but
us
can't
not
move.
get hit would be great.
We would be harder to hit cloaked than not cloaked.
And we
This is
still
true.
currently don't have shields. And best case scenario, we pay to maintain, we get the cloak up, we get enough momentum during that roll to swift task, and then Ensign Woodyard yet again remotes into someone else's console. So he's just pretty much doing everything and fucks us off. All right, Woodyard, it's all on you. No pressure.
Really? Really?
Yep, the entire
So,
fate of the Federation comes down to you.
Down to this.
So what are you guys doing? Because currently it is my turn.
Spending
Unless you
to
spend.
keep.
Okay. You know what? No, I had you guys read beforehand. I'm not going to remind you of anything. Okay, it's your turn.
What are we forgetting?
Okay, so weapons are down, transporters are down, runabouts are coming. We're not putting up our shield.
I never said anything about the transporters being down.
Oh, wait a minute! Isn't that how what I spent my last action on, or was it just accessing the computer?
Accessing the computer. You haven't actually done your half of it yet.
Oh, jeez, that was a long time ago. Okay,
Son of
All
a
right.
bitch.
Cloak us.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay.
Okay, so since we have access to the computers, that's what allowed us to shut down the weapon system. So, all right. Well, we're not putting up our shields this time because we're gonna wait till we get access to the cloak.
What do you mean wait until we get access to the cloak? We have access to the cloak. We need to turn it on.
We need to turn it on.
Oh, should someone else go before I do then?
Commander Hagen.
You have the turn.
Yes.
I'm gonna throw you one bone.
Uh-huh.
Do you still have a determination left?
Technically,
never-
yes, I do.
I will give you a really important piece of information if you spend that determination.
Sure. Why not?
Raising your shield is a minor action.
Can we just minor action raise our shields then?
Yeah.
Is it a
If we raise our shields, we're not going to be able to cloak. is
We
the
can
thing.
get the cloak engaged. If we fail to engage the cloak, we'll still have our shields up. But
That and
And we
Really
I
low,
believe
shields go down.
cloaking automatically drops the shield. It doesn't take a separate action to deactivate the shields when you cloak.
I was even gonna say we can raise our or lower our shields then and cloak as a minor action, or lower our shields as a minor action. And then
Yeah,
cloak.
cloaking immediately like mechanically speaking, cloaking automatically
you don't have
part
you don't
of
have
the
to
cloaking process
spend
is
anything.
dropping shields.
Yeah, raise lower shields is a minor action.
No, it's
Yeah.
what he's saying is that it's not a minor action. If you activate the cloak, it drops the shields. It
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
take a minor action to drop the shields and then activate the cloak.
Well,
Well, all I said was activating the shields right now is a minor action.
Yes. So we should activate the shields as a minor action and then attempt the cloak. If the cloak fails, we'll still have our shields up.
I can't raise or lower the shields because it's only a tactical. It's a tactical only thing. So I'd have to override my.
Yeah, he couldn't use.
You're
his
gonna
minor
have to do
the
that anyway
shields.
to do the cloak. So why not do it as part of it?
Well, okay. So then I guess I could. I mean, I could override as a minor action, and then I can raise the shields as a minor action, but then I wouldn't be able to put up the cloak, so that's gonna have to wait.
So you can.
Then you could spend for swift task if needed.
You just run over to tactical.
So
That takes the same amount of actions.
all right.
Yeah,
You need-
changing position is a minor action as well.
So you can do multiple minor actions. It just costs momentum. So you can
Oh,
do.
okay.
You can raise shields.
Which we only have
And-
one momentum.
Yep.
Yeah, extra minor actions are repeatable, and immediate spends, so you can spend threat on them.
Okay, we spend for two minor actions and then do the thing.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I'm
Woodyard.
going. Okay, I'm gonna spend the momentum. I'll spend the momentum. I'll raise shields, and then I'll attempt to activate the cloak. Or
So to
or
be clear, you have one free minor action. Your one free minor action can be raising the shields. To
Sure.
override your station, it costs the momentum.
well, I can't. Well, it says right here, raising lower shields is tactical only. The
So
shields are
override as the first minor action.
right.
Spend. Use the
Right.
next minor action to raise the shields, and then your action to engage the cloak.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Let's do it. So I love ship combat. It gets so chaotic. I love it. Go ahead and give me then control engineering difficulty of 2. I am spending threat to increase that to difficulty 3. Difficulty 4.
Okay. Am I assisted by the ship at all?
Yep.
Computers or sensors?
Engine security.
Can I assist in the role?
You cannot.
Okay.
Can Kelly
This
down
is-
in engineering?
Not doing anything helpful. Engine security. Yeah, so it's going to be control engineering difficulty 4.
So yeah, since I haven't gone, can I assist?
No, this is going to be only on Woodyard.
Oh
Okay.
God, you really know how to make a guy feel calm and collected.
Hey, you're
Okay.
welcome.
Well, I'm gonna have to use threat because there's no momentum.
Sure. How much threat do you want to add? How many dice do you want to buy? Let's ask that question.
Can wait, I'm trying to see if any of my values will work so I can use determination. Good enough is good enough is never good enough. No. How about helping hand?
Never
Up
leave
to
a
you.
puzzle unsolved.
It's up to you to give. It's up to you
justify
to justify it to me.
Okay, I'm gonna say, who doesn't want a helping hand? Because, frankly speaking, it's not really my job to do this. But you know what? If I can do it, why don't I do it? It's if I have the ability to do it. I mean, it's really a tactical officers, but he's busy doing something else. So he didn't ask for my help. So I'm gonna help him anyway.
Oh, with the spirit of good fortune and kindness, sure, I'll deign to help during this combat. Yeah, I'll give you that. Sure.
Okay, so that's
We're
2
going
down.
to succeed with the power of friendship
That's right. No,
and the
I mean,
bird of prey we stole.
to be honest, that that value is supposed to be more annoying than not. It's supposed to be like, oh, you didn't ask for my help? I'll give you a hand anyway. Okay,
Yeah.
so then I'm going to add 2 more dice. So that means
5 threat.
5 threat. Yeah.
Yep.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5 die total, right?
Yep. So when you roll, and this is going to be the last time I'm reminding you.
Yes.
Move the slider to 4 because
Right.
the action of checking that determination box gives you the
Right.
5th die, rolling a
Got
1.
it. Got it.
Perfect.
Okay. And then, all right, let's do this. Oh,
I
1, 2.
can't. I don't know why I try anymore.
What about the shield? What about the ship?
I helped. Don't you
Yep,
worry about that.
there it is.
Oh, whoa! Oh, I didn't know I got 2. Oh, that's right. That's right because of the. All right.
Yeah. So not only did you spend a determination, you also rolled a perfect 1, giving yourself another crit.
The crit. Nice.
Um,
I'll take it.
So that is a whopping 4 momentum generated. All right.
I'll
So
take it.
So here's where, as a GM, fun stuff happens. Because this was supposed to be really dangerous, this whole thing.
It was.
It is
It
really
is.
dangerous. We're just getting
What are you
lucky.
talking about?
Stop downplaying how dangerous there is just because
We
we're
are
good
in
at
a
it.
panic right now, GM. I want you to just be aware of this.
I'm sweating. What are you talking about?
Like, our sphincters are collectively taut. You do not need to worry about that.
So
The dice are rolling in our favor. That is an unpredictable thing that we have no control over.
We are holding our
so-
breath with every
Honestly,
roll.
right now, I'm like genuinely scared of for our character's safety at the moment. I really
Okay.
am being honest.
well, hey, that makes me feel better. So you Woodyard, this is your first time ever being on a Klingon ship. This is your first time being on the bridge of a Klingon ship. This is your first time behind the internal systems thing of a Klingon ship. Your second task ever on a Klingon ship is one of the more difficult ones,
I think
relatively,
this is
is
the first time
cloaking.
he's ever been under fire, too.
Yeah. Well, no, but yeah. He's been shot at. He has
Right,
been
but-
shot at.
I don't think our ship has been shot at.
Oh no, you're right. So you cloak. The cloaking. Is there a cloaking sound? God,
Yes, there is a cloaking sound.
You are cloaked. Let me do a nice little fun little moon. You are cloaked. And I believe that is my turn. Unless Trev, unless you had
we
anything
spend
else.
2 of those to Swift, Swift
I
Hands.
I turn to Saul and I go, "You're welcome," and I smile, and then I go back to doing my own thing.
Want it noted,
He
you
will,
all.
he will just say amateur.
Amateur.
Jack, you
But
say
says
the
it
dice
in
rolls aren't in
Klingon.
my control? I disagree.
All
What are
I
you
have to say is
doing?
you may call him an amateur, but he pulled it off like a fucking pro.
What are you doing there?
Wow,
Editing the code.
I've seen Klingons do better, or Torgs do better.
That's
Or
right.
That is a lie. You may say that, but that is a lie.
I've seen Klingons do better. Yeah, of course you
Uh,
have.
You know what?
Um,
I'll
I'm
take
sorry, Torgs. I know
Yeah, for sure.
Torgs are those
Yeah, I got
those little pets. Yeah.
it.
Args are the little pets.
So, Danny, yeah. Okay. Well, you're still cloaked with no shields on, so we're gonna try this out. The Damn Noob class runabout, operating as a wing. One moment. Are going to do some fun stuff. They are. This is at pretty highly increased difficulty, but we're gonna try it anyway. Okay. Okay. This should be fun. Operating as a wing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do 3, and then we're gonna do roll.
No
Thank fuck.
way.
Oh, damn.
So that is 2, 4, 5 on a difficulty 2. So that is 1, 2, 3 momentum generated. And for them firing as a wing is 6. Class 6. Challenge dice. Okay, I'm spending to reroll.
You don't have to.
Going to. 4.
Would be nice if you didn't.
That's better. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7 minus your.
4.
So that is 1 breach.
Wait, 7 minus 4 is only 3 stress.
Yeah, your shields are down.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Hagen, please roll a d20 for me.
Oh god,
What was
what's
that?
15? It's a 15, which is Structure, damn it.
Okay.
Does anyone else have
Okay.
anything to
I do.
say about-
Hello, I haven't gone yet.
Neither has
Can we
Reese.
spend momentum to avoid a breach?
No.
No, what you can do is you can try doing brace for impact.
I don't
But-
think we want to completely drain our momentum pool.
What do we got for breaches? The structure we're at 2 now?
We would be at 2 structure breaches now.
Okay, it's not so bad.
Fix complication.
Ship damage. What do we got for ship damage? Oh, God,
Your
that's so
resistance
small.
drops by 1 to 3 as your structure is damaged. All tasks to repair breach effects suffer complications on a d20 roll of 18 to 20, meaning comp range of 3, as multiple hull breaches require sections of the ship to be sealed off by emergency containment fields. So, Kelly and also, please roll a challenge dice for me, Hagen.
But what if I don't wanna?
You're gonna need to, or else I'll do it.
It's a
Remember,
3.
if your choices are damned if you do, damned if you don't, do it. Because if you're going to be damned, it might as well be for something you did.
Right.
Okay, so 3 equals 0 on the challenge dice. So no effects. However, yep, your resistance does drop by 1. Your structure is officially damaged. Kelly, you hear like to the left out of the corridor that you are, you see far down the hallway, you see a hull breach. And emergency containment fields come into place. Your hair is messed up.
He looks over and then just looks back again. I'm sure that's fine.
Okay. Swift task. Let's do it again.
Do they not have increased difficulty to hit us?
They do.
So it's still difficulty 2 task?
No, it's difficulty of 1, 2, 3.
Difficult.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't actually have any for that. Never mind. Okay. So, yep, they don't go again.
May I go?
Okay.
It's you or me, and I think
Kelly, can
you're
you
more
please fix
useful.
the holes in our ship?
Saoirse, from her space leaning against the console, is just going to lean up, put her hand on the console, interface with it, swift task to override the helm. I want to blink warp. I want to enter warp for just a fraction of a second in whatever direction we're fucking facing. Because just a fraction of a second will get us hundreds of thousands of kilometers away, and that's all we fucking need.
So you minor action override, great. So, okay, this is going to be a fun thing. So to go to warp, it's actually pretty easy. In order to get out of this area with warp, so you're doing a burst of full warp at full power to get yourself as far away as possible.
Doesn't even need to be full power. We just need to hit warp.
So the way that warp works is it's kind of like a sprint task. So you would need to spend 1, 2 to even get out of this area. So it would basically be it'd be Daring Con, difficulty of 1. No, it would just be difficulty of 1 to engage warp, and then you would spend momentum rather. However, if you keep spending momentum, I'm gonna have you roll to see if you hit anything, because you're not just in the middle of space; you're in a star system.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to engage the warp drive long enough to get us away from here. So, just the 2 momentum should be fine. That'll get us well out of range of fucking everything.
Okay. So you're doing this without plotting a course, though, right?
Yup, she's just going.
Okay, so forget everything
You're
I said
facing
about like
away.
okay. So in order to do this, it's pretty simple. Go ahead and give me a daring con roll difficulty of 2.
Okay.
Increased difficulty because of the remote in.
Difficulty of 3.
Whose side am I on?
Obviously not
Good question.
ours.
So I can't cite something I've already cited this mission, can I?
Oh no, you can cite it. You can't challenge this thing twice.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna spend another banked what's a bahoo
Milestone.
milestone
Weird way to say milestone, yeah.
for who dares wins.
Would computers apply as a focus?
For sure
this-
not. Nope, you're flying a ship.
Oh,
No,
that's
sorry.
a perfect way to start doing this moving forward. Because I note what
Or-
you guys cite, what you do to get them. That means I can pick the ones that you use to get them back. Forcing
Well,
you
like
to use the correct
freaking.
ones moving forward.
Ooh, this is gonna be rough. Okay, so I am using a determination.
Okay.
So I will give you 2 threat for a dice.
Okay.
So I'm rolling 3, right?
Yep, select 3 on the slider, and then check the determination box.
Assisted by the
All
ship.
right.
Yeah. Structure con.
Rock.
Oh, so I'm being assisted by the computer.
No. Structure con is what I said. The computers aren't assisting.
Including the ship's computer system. It says right there.
But you're not
we're using-
interacting with the ship's computer systems. You're interacting with the engines. And
Well, I tried.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
well,
sorry, Jack. Just because you're touching a computer doesn't mean you're interacting with the computer systems on this ship.
okay, well,
yeah.
I am using my interlink node, so I do get to reroll the ship's d20 if it sucks.
Sure.
So here we go. Oh, hell yes!
I don't.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah, I'm going to reroll that 16.
Oh, do it, please.
Okay, now re-roll the ship.
Don't
No,
reroll the
no,
ship.
the ship is a success. I'm not re-rolling that.
That's 7 successes.
Fuck.
If
You hear this? This is stressed Jack noises.
We would be fuckered.
So, good news. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the bad news first so that the good news kind of uplifts me out of that.
No, I'm going to give you the good news first. Good news. You go to warp. Bad news. Jack, roll me a D100, please.
God. Do we want low or high?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, come on.
Well, so good news, you guys warp. Give me 2 seconds. I need to create another scene.
Is it a rock?
God damn it.
Moment. There was something that I saw in a resources folder somewhere that I'm going to steal from you, Kyle. Just one moment.
That's fair. I gave you all the files for a reason.
Apps. There was a really
Chuckles.
beautiful.
In danger.
It's probably under maps, base images or something like that.
Maps, base images. Actually, you know what? I'll ask you. Do you have a map of a really close-up planet
I do.
somewhere? I need a
Uh,
blue planet. Can you find me a blue planet? I've
I
saw it before. I just
can.
can't.
Yeah.
I just can't remember it.
USC
So
Guan,
I do have 2 float, right?
Yeah,
Outstanding.
yeah, 2 float.
I'll let you
I don't.
say what all is happening before I decide how to utilize that 2 float.
So, I'll just say we don't need to build the scene.
Yeah.
You.
It was
you
a view
can-
screen. That's why.
Yeah. You set the ship into warp. And you drop out of warp. The people who are on the bridge, here's what you see. Well, number one, here's what you feel. You feel expectedly without ordered, going to very fast warp. The speed gauge peaks at warp 6 inside of a solar system. And let me get to the bridge.
This is bad. This is very much already bad.
So we're gonna go ahead and do this, and then yep, that's what I want. I'm gonna, if you could, can I have that? Can I have that? Thank you. Can
It's yours now. Do what you want.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and flip it. Perfect. So here's what you see. Out of the view screen, you see a large, ignore the land on that planet, a large blue ocean world. You are on a collision course.
Okay, so I would like to spend one of my floating momentum to swift task, which I believe maneuver counts as a swift task, or as a minor action.
2 seconds.
Yes, I do believe that is correct.
Let me just double check. That is not correct. Maneuver is a primary action.
Okay.
You can still swift task, so it would just be 2 momentum.
Okay, that's gonna be the 2 float then. I will swift task 2 to maneuver to get us not on a fucking collision course.
You are going very, very quickly. Please give me. I do not have any more threat. However, this will be a daring con. Difficulty, since you're coming out at warp exit velocity. Please give me diff 4 comp 2.
Okay.
Can
Spend some momentum to create an advantage.
Assist by tips.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What advantage would you like to do?
I would like to create the advantage of this. I'd like to have the advantage of this ship being a particularly maneuverable barrel, and just make it a little bit easier to come to a full stop.
Well, we don't want to come to a full stop. All we need to do is adjust our heading, which is considerably easier.
So,
or turn better.
Really,
Lower
really
the
bad
difficulty
news
of the task.
about the way that creating an advantage works. You need to be the one doing the task in order to afterwards create an advantage, and
Okay.
it needs to be directly related to the task at hand.
Then I have got a perfect idea for that.
Yeah.
I tell Michelle,
Huh?
Oh, you did cut out. What'd you say?
Mitchell, not Michelle. Mitchell, sorry.
It's not her
It
turn.
cut out. What did you say? And yeah, Mitchell's not
I
doing
said
this.
bank up, like
Oh.
pull up.
Okay.
Right, so I would like to create an advantage.
Yeah. What's up?
I will create the advantage hot rod. This ship was pretty souped up before it went into combat and got wrecked.
So creating the advantage needs to be something that was as a result of what
Gravity maneuvers. We've got velocity. We've got something to slingshot around. I just need to adjust our heading to where we won't slam into the thing.
Okay. That reduces your difficulty. I'll say by 1.
Like, fuck.
2. Yeah, you're doing a full Kerbal Space Program, trying to
Full Kerbal.
trying to wow your way around this fucking planet. Go ahead
Okay,
and give me a roll.
I will give you 1 threat and 2 momentum for 2 dice.
Okay, sounds great.
And away we go.
Looks like a failure to me.
Well, the ship still has to assist.
Yes,
Yes.
do.
Structure con.
And there we go.
All right. So, here's what happens. You, seeing through your mind's eye, through your direct interface, see that you are on a crash heading towards a planet at warp speed velocity. You throw all the power that you possibly have into your impulse engines, and a huge burst, and you all arc around this planet beautifully. You all shake in your seats as you very, very gently skirt across the atmosphere, creating plasma trails that are skewing out of the front through the view screen. And you park in a low orbit, not suborbital, low orbit, over this planet.
Give us at the magnetic pole.
Cool. Chloe's gonna take a nap.
I believe it's my
Get
turn.
to the magnetic pole. Hide us in the well.
Mitchell goes, okay.
Can I just point out? No one on the bridge except Mitchell knows that Mitchell didn't do that.
Yeah.
Kesha's operating under the assumption that Mitchell did that. And she is very impressed.
Somebody's getting cuddles.
Yeah. So Mitchell sort of looks down at the console.
Good work.
And you read from her that you just feel that nervous energy from her. Scared. You guys just stole a Klingon ship and got away with it. So,
I guess that makes us pirates.
Ensign Reese, you said that you had something?
Yeah, I still have my turn from the 1 round of combat.
Yeah, I'll say that we officially fall out of combat.
That's fair. Reese comes running onto the bridge in the undershirt tank top, her tunic in her hands, runs up to Sorg Raquel. Just in her shirt is all of the various medications you can find. Which one of these says anesthetine?
Erythrozine. It's
that!
erythrozine. I turn around and go over. Do I find erythrozine in the medications?
It's not there. She grabbed every other one.
I'll come with you. Come on.
And the scene ends there. We will cut now. One moment.
Oh
To
god.
a hastily created fun scene.
Klingon sick bay. So I guess that makes us pirates, right?
So, Sersha might give Kestra a bit of a heart attack. Because when Kestra gets to engineering, she's slumped against the console and not moving.
I go over and check her pulse.
She's just fucking asleep.
I pick her up.
She is like dead to the world as a rock asleep.
One moment. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Stick- the scene begins anew as carried between Commander Hagen and Reese is Lieutenant Commander Kelly. The doors open, and Commander Hagen, you see one of the smallest sick bays you have ever seen. The ceilings in here are probably just tall enough for a Klingon. Still not great. You see a couple of auxiliary stations here. You see a big sort of 3-panel display over here that seems to be the medical officer's log. You see the main bio bed in the middle with 4 auxiliary beds on the side.
Okay. I can't say I've dealt with worse, but I can handle it. And I get Kelly up onto the bed and start treating her.
Okay.
Gone from engineer to nurse. It's a bad day.
Yeah, with that, Reese, are you assisting?
Yes.
Commander Hagen, please give me a control medicine difficulty
Oh,
of
it's not so
2.
bad.
Control medicine difficulty 2.
Assisted by the ship's computers.
I'm going
Medicine.
to spend one of my banked milestones,
Mhm.
whichever one will allow me to do a swap of points. I want to take one from my reason and put it into my control because I have had so many things do
That's
control
a
and so few do
spotlight.
reason.
That is a
That's
spot.
one of your bank spotlights.
I will spend one of my bank spotlights then.
Okay.
Those changes need to be done between sessions. Unfortunate to say.
All right then.
So sorry.
Well, you know, it's still 15. It's just I just noticed it. Okay. Emergency medicine as a focus.
For sure. Yep.
Um, I'll spend a momentum for a dice, just in
Okay.
case. And what's the difficulty on this?
Difficulty 2.
Okay. Then, yeah, that should do it.
Assisted by
I'll
Reese and
re-
GM, I would like to
I'll
cite her
reroll that.
focus of teamwork.
17.
Nope. Sorry.
Aw.
Oh, hey, there we go.
You didn't just do that, did you?
I did.
It's a sensors medicine for the ship.
Computers medicine.
Okay, computers medicine.
The 2 lowest ones it has.
You guys are up to a full mid of momentum because that can just happen. Commander Kelly, you come to pretty much right away. You feel the effects of the radiation poisoning have subsided.
I take away the erythrosine from your neck, and I bonk you in the head with the hyperspray.
No. Wounded? Be
Do
gentle.
not ever go into an active warp core. Are you insane?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Ensign Reese, go to engineering.
Commander-
I'm sure that there are some things that need repaired.
Okay.
As soon as that door closes, she turns to Kelly.
I
Genuinely,
owe you
thank
an apology.
Yes.
I should have trusted you, and I didn't. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. But in the future, when I say run, don't ask me questions about why. Just do it.
Aye, ma'am.
Uh,
I trust you not to abuse that power and secretly try to get me to exercise.
I'm definitely getting you to exercise. And she pats her shoulder. And now you're going to be quite sick for a while, and your stomach's going to feel like it's liquefying for another few days. I've injected you with a mild sedative to ward off the worst of the pain effects. If your hair stops falling out, come to me. I have a thing that can fix that. But otherwise, you should be okay.
Outstanding. Where are we?
We're in polar orbit over some small M-class world.
Yeah, I saw that much. Do we know where it is?
We're still in the system.
Well, it got us out of weapons range at least.
Yes, and we're cloaked and hidden by a magnetic field, so we should be pretty hard to find.
So how long do I have to lay here before I start welding this piece of junk back together?
I would recommend at least an hour, but to be honest, you're okay to go right now. Just try not to overexert yourself.
I will be as lazy as I can while still getting the job done. I promise.
Okay.
Kelly, I appreciate the apology. I need to know that when I give you an order like that in the future, whatever it is, you will listen to me. You will understand and trust that I would never ask you to do something that is not immediate and important.
I already implied that, but I'll say it outright. I will.
Thank you. I appreciate the honesty. Now get at least some rest, and I head out back up to the bridge.
Before some point before this game ends,
hmm
I would like to have my character would like to have a scene with Commander Hagen.
Okay.
At some point, like before the session ends.
We're gonna do that right now then. Give me 2 seconds so I can build a scene.
Excuse me, Starfleet officer. I have a question. What the fuck?
Like, what did you do to my ship?
What were we being shot at?
You punched the splue right out of her hair. I love that. Give me 2 minutes to find the correct thing. I don't believe there is a captain. Well, I don't think there's a captain quarters thing.
No.
Okay, well we'll just go Uber and we'll just go full Klingon, and we will find. Where's my war room tile? La da 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 da. I just need to look at my other list here and just figure that out. One moment, everybody. War room is the second. This one, great. A little bit bigger. So, we'll say about half an hour later. Hagen, after you settle in, you.
Why is there a galaxy class on this table?
So,
I mean,
walking,
it looks nice.
you begin walking through, and you see, like, you're just trying to get the lay of the land. You walk up, open this door. By this time, you've already gotten command access, so this door opens, and you see that there is, sitting right here, is a large throne-like chamber with its own computer terminal, and a large sort of interactable compared to the ship, sort of the rest of the ship. This room seems quite new. It seems like this is the most updated section of the ship. You said that there are 2 auxiliary terminals here, and you see that this middle table has a full hologram interactable touch display. And you see from this table you can access internal systems views. You can access. You actually see that there is an uplink that is inactive currently into the KDF defense net, as well as you have access to previous intelligence reports.
Can I
this
try
appears to be
access the KDF defense net?
You attempt to access that?
Yeah, just turn it on.
You sort of, you don't see like an LCAR display or a Klingon sort of tab punch-in system. You sort of reach your hand over and you see you're able to sort of physically manipulate the data, and you sort of push things aside, and you see sort of an interface that seems to be normally connected to the KDF so that the captains can receive their orders. You attempt to access this, and it requires a Klingon security code with dual authentication purposes. So you surmise, just based on your sort of dealings with the Klingon Empire, that the commander of the ship and the XO, so to speak, would need to both be here to access that. And is almost as though by some sort of TV coincidence, you hear a Klingon chime at the door.
Enter.
Walking into the room is Sog Raquel.
Sog, it's good to see you. I'm trying to access the KDF defense network. Maybe we can get into contact with someone in the Klingon Defense Force. Do you have your access codes?
Out of character, would the chief of security have access to that?
You were not the first officer or the commander of the ship. However, given you see the computer sort of recognizes your KDF credentials, and it would take a little finagling in the system. Probably will require both yourself and Kelly to get in to sort of set you up with appropriate sort of first officer credentials. And in that process, you could also set up Hagen as well. Currently, at this time, though, it would be impossible.
I'm afraid, right? This system requires. Okay, and out of character, I'm trying my best to do a Klingon voice. Okay.
Buddy, you don't need to. If we can all have the imagination to think that you can have the Klingon voice. You don't need to be an actor. It's okay.
Actually, I used to be an actor, so.
Well, you don't need to stress yourself over the voice. Everything's okay.
All right, fair enough. This system requires both the captain and the first officer, which they're both on the station.
Well, as far as I can tell, Raquel, you and I are the 2 highest ranking officers on this ship. That is not my chief engineer.
I'm
which
afraid
would make you the first officer.
In theory, we can get this done, yes. But, however, though, it will take some time. But yes,
Understood.
we can get it done, but it will take some time. Can't access it immediately. But this is, well, first off, how do you like the new Strategic Operations Center?
I have to say, I am
Out of
enjoying the
character, I'm
haptic
just going to call
interface.
it the Strategic Operations Center because it just
Buddy,
kind of like reminds me of that.
You are on the same wavelength right now. You just keep going, and if I have a question, I'll ask.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Sorry.
It's
I
okay.
have to say,
You're totally
I
fine.
do enjoy the haptic interface. It's very intuitive. Although I can't help but notice it is at least 60 years newer than everything else on this ship.
Yes, we recently had this installed, and believe, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, we had installed just I'm out of character. I'm just going to make it up. We had this installed a week ago.
Well, it's a good place to be. It's definitely more protected than the bridge. And from here I can access every ship's system. So I do have to ask, what is a 60-year-old Burrell bird of prey doing with technology this advanced?
Klingon,
Raquel, you know, you were kept out of the loop of these particular. You know that this is recent. Like you said, within the past week, this has been sort of being brought in. When you asked your superior before, you were given a sort of look that you remember. Um, the the commanding officer didn't want you to know why this was happening.
well, I'm afraid, Commander, that information was very tight-lipped. All I know is that it was recently brought in here, but that's pretty much all I know. I'm sorry, but
All
that
right.
wasn't. But that was not the only thing I wanted to talk to you about. Because out of character, I believe he is the last person to actually see Nishizumi. Though, however, he had no idea who it was.
That would be true. Of the people here, you would be the
Yeah.
most recent people
Yes,
to
the
see
last
Suzuki.
person on board. See him. So, I before I went on duty for protecting the or not protecting, but before I went on my watch, I was I was instructed to assist by the looks of it, appeared to have been a Starfleet officer. Um, this person, though, however, was not wearing the typical Starfleet uniform, but he did have a comm badge. I don't know what he was, but whatever. I'm sorry, out of character. It's kind of
So that would
weird.
have been Nishizumi. Is she all right?
Uh, well, first off, she was a he. He told me, yeah, the I'm talking about the guy who was there with her. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He told me to bring her to assist him with with the to assist him with a person in your, I believe it was from your cell, one of your cells, one of the cells, one of the prison cells. And I was told to assist him with her, with this person. This person was a human female, well, okay, all right, back off because I'm terribly explaining it wrong. All right, so the the the
Hey, Raquel,
yeah,
if you'd like, I can just since everybody was present for that scene, you can just say I fill Commander Hagen in on what I witnessed with Nishizumi. If that's easier.
I'll
If
explain
you're having
it. I'll
okay,
explain it.
for sure,
I'll explain it.
for sure.
So, because he didn't know who Nishizumi was, so so there was an officer in one of the cells, which I was assigned. I was instructed to assist one of the another officer who was wearing a Starfleet comm badge, but not wearing any Starfleet uniform, to assist in questioning a a human female who she was wearing all black uniform with a little bit of red stripes onto it, but no Starfleet comm badge.
That
Uh,
would have been our crewmate, Lieutenant Iona Nishizumi. Is she all right?
well, I'm afraid I do not know where she went. But however, though, I can tell you right now that whatever went down did not go well. I have a background in criminal investigations, and when I was told by the officer who was interrogating her to bring back some paperwork for releasing her. She was supposed to be released back to her quarters. I came back, and all I saw was the cell was empty, but I did see some blood in the cell floor. I would suspect, and I did a little bit of investigations on that. Not much, I'm afraid, but I did, however, um, notice that whatever gone down in there, I'm going to suspect that uh, she did not go out without a fight.
No, I don't believe she did either. The Dominion have co-opted an old Romulan technology from the Tal Shiar. It's a combination of a neural control device and a biomonitor that makes sure that they do what they're told. The one that I extracted from an alien dignitary was a bomb that would have taken out the entire station.
So what you're
So
saying to me is that all the officers who are currently on board will have bombs in their heads.
probably, yes.
Well, I am sorry to say, but your crewmates this Nishizumi or
She's in
Nishi,
ops. Last time we saw her, we checked the internal sensors.
well, okay. Well, the last time I saw her was in cell. I'm gonna make a number. Cell block 9. I don't know which cell block it was. Just making up a number.
And guess what, buddy? I didn't have a cell block number either, so that one is that is that will be the cell block number.
All right.
We're going to get all of them back.
Well, um, she was alive when I first saw her, but I don't know what happened to her afterwards.
I
If she
confirmed she
was
was alive
injured.
before we left our cell, so
Okay. Well, I saw her. I must have saw her after you guys were taken out. But
no.
however,
I believe that they implanted a similar device in Nishizumi.
well, it is unfortunate, but I believe that's what might have happened to her. Though, however, I have to admit that uniform she was wearing, it did look good on her. I don't know, black just looks good on Starfleet officers.
We try to avoid full black uniforms. There's some kind of connotation with a Earth-based hate group from there, like 3 centuries ago.
Well, I don't know about Earth history, but she wasn't wearing a full black uniform. It was black and red, but it wasn't very much red though. Mainly black.
For sure.
I don't know much about human history, but I have to say it did look good. I kind of think Starfleet officers should probably switch more to that.
All right.
So Roquel, I need a first officer, and for now, until I manage to save more of my crew, you're what I've got. Would you be willing to work with me?
Of course. I mean, after all, as long as you're wearing that badge, we are allies.
I extend my hand for a shake. And I think that it's kind of a comical scene because Hagen is like short. She's like 4'10",
Oh
She's
yeah,
a
he's
buck
he's
25
like
soaking wet.
he's like towering you.
Yeah. But she does. It's weird because she is very small and she is very, like, she doesn't take up much space physically, but there is a presence to her. She fills whatever space she's in despite being so small.
Yeah, and as you shake hands, we are going to cut from here with our last scene of the game. Sogrkel, you make your way back and begin your duty shift on board the bridge. Commander Hagen, directly below, sort of. Let's get you. Let's get you up there. We're gonna move you. Nope. Don't click into the sheet. And we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna shrink, and then boop, and then we're gonna find a bed. Where's a bed? Give me some quarters. Give me some quarters. Give me some quarters. Give me some quarters.
I named all the tokens.
What, are you going to an arcade?
I know you named all of I know you named all of the things, but the name doesn't pop up in the token thing. I have to look in a different window.
It does. If you hit those little 4 buttons in the top right, it'll switch them to listed names.
What?
Yeah.
I fucking hate everything. This could have gone so much faster.
I can't possibly make things easier for you. Believe me, I've tried.
Oh god. Okay. I don't think there's a bed anywhere.
No, there's no quarters. It's a Klingon
There's
ship.
no quarters. I forget. Is there a barracks?
No.
Uh,
Oh, you can't find what
Okay.
you're looking for. It doesn't exist on the token pack.
I thought Klingon quarters is just basically a
it's a slab. There's
Yeah.
nothing else other than a slab.
Yeah.
So we'll say that. Actually, you know what? This is even better. Commander Hagen, you sit back down after Raquel walks out,
Mhm.
and you feel fatigue and mental exhaustion wave over you. Make an insight medicine check against yourself.
Okay, what's the difficulty?
0.
All right. Any
And don't use
focuses?
it for momentum.
Would neurology count as a focus here?
Telepathic prowess.
Okay.
I hate that you just
What do you hate? Huh? What is it?
what. It's a difficulty 0. Okay, great. So have fun with your 3 float for this fucking social scene at the end. So
I will. Thank you.
Hagen, you sort of telepathically, your senses turn inward, and you sense something that you haven't sensed since you were a child. It's some sort of vision. And you feel this vision isn't malevolent, feels like falling into a warm bath. Do you allow the vision to overtake you?
I think I don't think Hagen has much fight left in her today. I think she used it all.
Okay. Your eyes shut. You feel your body go limp. And your mind, for a very short moment, and you haven't felt this since you were a child, you look down. First of all, above you is nothingness. Above you is just empty space. And below you, as you're flying, you see waves of an ocean far below you. And you feel yourself descend towards the ocean. And just as you're about to hit, your eyes open, and you are not in your own body. You look down. You sense strong muscles, sweat along the top of your head. There's no hair up there. Sorry.
He's
Sorry.
bald as shit, boy.
It's not a surprise.
You feel you so you bald.
He knows.
You look down and you see sweat sort of pooling down below you onto the floor of a brig. You see yourself, you're taller than you normally are. You see a red uniform. You taste blood in your mouth. Captain Edwards.
Hmm?
You your hands are tied behind your back. You're sitting. They remove the mattress pad in this cell, so it's just a slab. You are breathing out of your mouth because your nose has been broken for a good 2 or 3 hours. You look up and you see the person you've been dreading to see again. Deus. His smug, smarmy face looking upon your beaten in and bruised one. If you would be so kind as to check your stress, you currently have 4 stress left in your track.
Good.
You hear the shield door sort of, and you see that he walks into the room, followed on either side by 2 hulking, tall Jem'Hadar soldiers, each of them holding what appears to be a long, sort of stainless steel rod with a large probe at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Edwards. He slaps you across the head, your bald head. Are you in there? Hey, are you awake? You feel anger filling your chest. There's my guy.
Is there anything I can do here, or I'm just watching?
You are along for the ride, Hagen.
Okay, so I'm in charge. Perfect.
You are in
spit-
charge.
I'll spit some blood out of my mouth.
Your jaw has been broken.
Oh, good.
You feel a fracture sort of closer to your mandible, so one side of your mouth is hanging open, but you just sort of painfully and you see a large globule of spit and blood fall to the ground.
So talking is going to hurt. In
Yeah,
more
but you
ways than
still
one.
can talk.
Yeah. I'll have to admit, respect, you crawled back here a lot faster than I thought you would have.
Well, you see, 1 month for you was, 4.5 for me? So, man, I haven't really been talking to you that much, and I feel bad, Captain, because me and you talked so long and on the outside of that wormhole. It was fun, your little telepath friend helping out.
Just a flare of anger.
This feels good. Want to know something that I just learned just now? You know how weak Federation computer systems are to break? Apparently, once you know a couple of tricks, or in that wretch's case, been invaded and probed and messed with by a couple of Borg. Seems like you get pretty good at the computer thing. And I wonder, Captain, are you proud of yourself? Do you feel pride?
He doesn't
See.
take the bait. He's just not stupid. Just raises his head and well, he wouldn't actually be broken eye contact yet, so just stare him down.
so much pent up aggression. It's, for a fighting man like yourself, it must really tick you off to see this little diminutive little guy who you sent packing. Well, my predecessor, Deus.
My
One.
hands are tied, right?
Yeah.
My feet aren't. I'm just gonna
Feet are
spring forward
not,
and
but
headbutt him.
You're gonna spring forward and headbutt him?
Yep.
Okay. Give me yeah, sure. Give me daring security. And this is gonna be opposed.
Yeah, that's fair. I am going to do all of the things. Nope. I got a whole bunch of things I can't use. Cool. I'm going
I
to
feel like
buy
we've been in
one-
this situation before.
I am going to buy 1 with threat, 2 with momentum. I am going to cite my value. He's actively talking about my crew, so I'm going to cite life is a game and my crew are my teammates and just fuck this guy's face up.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
And I'm going to buy a 5th die. Bringing me up to
With-
4 plus determination.
With momentum or threat?
With momentum. I bought the 1 with threat just so I can reroll.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, okay.
Go ahead and reroll that 19 for me, please.
With focus. So that last reroll is 2.
That is. So
Okay.
that is
8
1,
successes.
2, 8 successes. Okay.
Yep.
You connect. Go ahead and do damage.
Worth. I am going to spend my gajillion floating momentum.
Yeah, you got. What do you got? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 free float.
Yep.
I'm sorry, no, that you don't get that much. I rolled 4 successes, so that
Okay.
was.
So I'd have
You would have 4 in total, I believe.
cool.
5.
Dump it all into bonus damage. He's a little
Okay.
bitch.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I think that kills him.
That does do a lethal injury. So here's what happens.
He just had to gloat, didn't he?
3.
If this is Edward's final act, he dies a happy man.
So, yeah, you headbutt this hologram. Vroom.
Oh, fuck.
Deus turns around. Oh, man. That's gotta be. That has to be so fun for you.
Edwards is actively laughing.
Yeah.
Did not know they installed holo emitters in here. Well played.
Oh, yeah. Well played, huh? Okay. Boys. And go ahead and give me daring security. Actually, no. I'm just gonna succeed.
That's fair.
You see You feel a whack against the side of your head.
Which side? Because I'm collecting.
Your right side.
Yeah. Oh, good. We're balancing things.
You feel it doesn't damage you, but it does throw you to the ground. Walking in through a holographic door is a third Jem'Hadar holding a large syringe. Deactivate safety protocols, and you see that these two Jem'Hadar grab you, hold you down, and Deus gets in front of you on his knees and says, "Oh, there's one more thing. Your crew might have escaped my grasp for just one little itsy bitsy teeny tiny little second. But guess what? You're gonna help me hunt them, motherfucker." And he spits in your face and
Holographic
into
spit.
your neck. You feel a real syringe, and your world goes blank.
As it blanks, my final words. They escaped? Then you've already lost.
Heading back. Oh no, where did that scene go? Hang on one second. Oh, I didn't make it navigatable. There we go. Coming out as in a cold sweat is Commander Hagen. You know where your captain is, and it's right from where you escaped. And that's where we'll end tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. For the 5 people who watch this now, that's wild.
I assume that's Titan watching it 3 times.
I know. No.
Oh, you have a limit. Okay.
Yes.
So, I want to thank you all for playing and for bearing with me and having a great combat episode.
It was great. Hey, GM,
Yeah.
after this set of missions that we're going on, can we do
Yeah.
like some kind of nice first contact, please? Just something
Yeah.
like,
You guys want to do some science missions? Oh, that's
please.
really nice. Yeah, okay. I can prepare some fun stuff.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
We've had enough trauma.